Welcome to the stream,
Hello.
everybody.
I think we're streaming now.
I think.
I don't think
you're watching
Yeah.
Star-Crossed Horizons. We're just hanging out, playing some games with the boys. Chris didn't give me a proper countdown, so I don't have my drink yet.
We never do get one.
We never get a proper countdown. It's always,
Shade is being thrown.
Wait a minute, are we live?
Yeah, it's either we're live right now, and it's been live for 30 seconds.
Oh, nice. Awesome.
No
Okay.
countdown?
3, 2,
No.
1, we're live.
Oh dear God! This is what we're talking about.
I think Chris is getting tired of it.
No, I'm good to continue the gag.
Chris is
Okay.
I
getting
mean,
upset.
it's like
Chris is getting gagged.
Good God.
So is that what happened to his shift key? What the hell?
For free?
I'm gonna go get a drink.
Oh, sorry, Chris.
it is what it is.
Oh man, these have not had a chance to get cold yet,
I think you should wait then.
but I've heard good things about that Sunny
Sunny
D
D
vodka
vodka.
seltzer. Yeah,
Hmm.
you guys haven't had this?
No.
I don't drink that often.
Ribble, you of all people, I thought would have had the Sunny D seltzer.
You
seltzer.
know it. I
smells
hate
like
seltzer.
Sunny D.
Sunny D is mid.
Mm. It's not orange juice.
Mm-hmm.
I think it needs to be colder.
Yes,
That's going to be my review for now.
You should.
I think. Well, that's what I said. You should put it in the fridge.
I'm going to go put this in the fridge and get a different drink. I'll be right
Yeah.
back.
Maybe
There
put
you
it in the freezer for a few minutes.
Yeah.
I'm hearing Chris a second time.
I'm not.
Oh.
Oh no, that's probably me. I've probably got both speakers going.
I
You
think
hate
that's
to
just
see it.
That's just you, B-Well. All right, guys. Well, tonight for our discussion question,
Oh, we're doing it now. All right.
we're getting in there.
Look, we're already 3 minutes into the stream. Okay, it's time.
That
We're live.
long already?
um,
3-minute countdown.
as you
Or
may
countdown.
know, Player Core 2. just-
Mhm.
Well, we just got our PDF. It hasn't actually released yet. Does anybody have any early hot takes?
On what?
Oh,
They screwed up
B-Well's
the
already
Oracle.
got his physical copy.
Oh,
They
I
sh-
don't read.
I know that.
We can tell.
Yeah.
I want to cast this spell. Gribble, that's not even appropriate here. That doesn't work.
That's not even a spell. It's a skill feat.
I don't need to do things when I can just do them in my head.
Uh-huh.
All right.
We're actually doing Tusha Lager Helles, rated 88 on Beer Advocate. It may be that I just had a sip of Sunny D vodka, but I don't care for this yet. We'll see how it goes.
It needs to be warm, doesn't it?
No, Helles is typically served cold.
Drink a few more. You'll be fine with them.
Wow,
I
that's
think it might actually
That's
be
your
good.
answer to
There is
everything.
a weird. I have like because there's some kind of fake sugar in that Sunny D, and it's kind of like lingering.
it could be the seltzer.
I think it's the sugar, the
Yeah.
fake sugar. But
Yeah. it
so
could be
was
the
that
seltzer.
a no on Player Core 2 hot takes? Tucker, I know you got some hot takes, bro. Come on.
I mean,
I haven't read it.
So what is
So-
in this that's not in the updated thing that they did?
well, I can give you a
Well-
hot take on the
Oh, go ahead.
swashbuckler.
Yeah, give
I
us your
mean-
hot takes, be well.
So I've been reading the swashbuckler class, and I mean, I'm liking what they do.
Mhm.
I get the if you fail, only you get it till the end of the next round. Except
Yeah,
like
you get your pistachio.
you get those pistachio. But my player style, and I don't know about others, but generally my play style is get pistachio, do a finisher, get pistachio, do a finisher.
Right.
So just having it end
Well-
at the end of the next round
yeah, it doesn't really matter for you. Yeah.
doesn't matter for me. Now others may play differently, so But that was
Well,
my
and
take on it.
I think that's fine. That like because some of the styles do prefer to keep their panache. Like I think specifically gymnast is a really common one where they want to keep panache because it's all about just keeping the bonus so that they have a higher success rate, higher critical success rate on their actions.
Yeah, I can see that.
Because they're not like when you're doing that kind of build, usually you're playing more of a disruptor than like a damage dealer. So you're not trying to like put out huge damage with finishers. You just use the panache for speed, mobility, and better success rates.
I
So
have
yeah,
a
I
feeling.
mean, oh, go ahead.
I was just saying, I have a feeling though it will improve playability
Mhm.
because I mean, it is so demoralizing when you fail to demoralize
Oh yeah,
somebody.
oh yeah.
It's
Because
like,
then
'cause
you're
you can't
locked
hit
out
for
and you
10
can't get
minutes.
panache from it anymore. Yeah,
Yeah, or at
and it's
least on
like
that character. Yeah,
it's especially bad when you're in a boss fight, like a solo boss fight. A, your odds of success are crazy low. B, you try one time and that's it. You know,
yeah.
like,
You're
and if you're doing like the demoralized style swashbuckler, your only backup is tumble through.
What's
Which
the
now in the remaster thing, they've added more ways to get pistachio. Have you looked much
And
into those?
they don't get that like immunity thing until level 9, do they? Where like
Right. Yeah,
they're
that's later.
yeah, where
They
they
don't
can
become
keep
immune to
right.
demoralize. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
they've made it where
That's
like a
pretty
lot
late.
more acrobatic actions, like the boarding assault out of the pirate dedication, that gives you bravado, so you get
Mhm.
pistachio from that. Basically, a lot of the acrobatic skill checks,
Mhm.
basically, from what I can tell, can give you bravado, but it doesn't say that specifically. So I still think it's going
Mhm.
to be up to GM's interpretation of, all right, what are you doing? All right, you're
Right.
swinging on a chandelier. Does that give bravado? I mean, I
Mhm.
would think it was, but you may not. So
Right.
Just make sure when you grab that ledge that you do it stylishly and you describe
Yeah.
it stylishly so that the
Right.
GM says, wow, I'm going to give you panache for that.
So that the GM sets a really high
Oh.
DC and you fall to your death.
There's that
what
too.
about
Yeah.
Battlecry, where you get the demo with your initiative?
you're the second person that has brought up Battlecry.
That works.
That's-
Yeah.
yeah.
Well,
That
Because
may
it
be-
basically, the way Braggart is worded is it says when you demoralize, the action
Yeah.
gains the bravado trait. So no matter why you're demoralizing or what the trigger is, it's always going to count. Which is really nice because there are a lot of things that can interact. It's not like an intimidation check to demoralize because there was that other thing that lets you do a nature check to demoralize, which is cool.
Well, and I've
Um,
already taken the feat like after you. No, you're next. It hasn't
Yeah.
applied yet, but that's a free demoralize on somebody else that saw me just kill
Right.
this guy. But you got to kill him
yeah.
with your. So I haven't been able to use it yet.
That is a really cool ability, though. So
Yeah.
hopefully you get an opportunity. Did they change it? Oh, I think this is a misprint. In the book, your next is a one action with a trigger. Is that supposed to be? It used to be a reaction. Is it supposed to
I
be a
thought
free action now?
I thought it was a reaction.
Yeah, that's what it was before.
What level is an armor and potency? Is it? Oh, it's level
5.
5. That's the only thing I could really think I might need right now. I mean, I looked through a bunch of stuff, but I don't know.
They are available here in Hell Harbor.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go for that. And then that pendant of occultism.
Hot, if true.
Yeah, that's sure have it as an action. You reduce an enemy to 0 hit points. I thought that.
I really liked the
other
dual wielding
book.
swashbuckler that we made for a playtest a long time ago. That was kind of fun. Where you like charmed him or whatever, and I just ended up killing everybody.
I hate you for that.
Sorry. It always happens to me.
Oh,
It was
You
the
were
playtest.
GMing, but you were
Yeah,
also
yeah.
playing a character.
yeah. I was
And I
playing
had
that fighter Eldritch Archer on a mount. Yeah.
Had my kobold summoner.
Mm-hmm. Killed by Tucker again. Crazy.
It's crazy. I don't know what's going on with my foundry. It's all janked.
Yeah, in the original print, your next is a
Okay.
reaction, not an action.
Yeah, so I think this is a misprint. It's supposed to be a reaction because you can't have a single action with a trigger because that just doesn't literally doesn't work.
Can't do that. No.
Just
And it's
makes
not-
no sense.
Yeah, it's not a free action because we can see in the text it says if you're legendary in intimidation, you can use this as a free action with the same trigger. So the base is not a free action. So the base should be a reaction, and then if you're legendary in intimidation, then it's a free action.
Yeah.
Really weird mistake.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty much a copy and paste.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So that's the hot take from Swashbuckler. Anybody else want to chat about their class, how it got changed? Chris?
I have no clue if my class got changed.
Mine did not because I'm
Same
still
here.
playing the pre-master Oracles Plus.
Did
No,
they
I'm
change
just
Wizard?
gonna-
Because like I just went through that where they changed Wizard.
Yeah, Wizard
I
is
feel like
player core 1, bro.
Yeah, your class already went through it.
that's what I thought. So that's what I didn't think they'd mess with it
Yeah,
again.
No, you haven't. You didn't.
But
I
if
mean, unless
anyone
it's, like,
got
archetype or something.
if anyone got some really hot new changes, he's not even here, and I'm sure he didn't even like go over the barbarian stuff anyways. But Luke Barb got a bunch of fucking good stuff. Like,
Oh, I forgot he's a barbarian. I always
No.
forget that.
No AC penalty while raging.
Oh,
and
huge.
rage is a free action on initiative roll. Like,
Oh,
Wow.
huge.
What the hell, dude?
pretty much
I'm
all
going to
the
be a
fucking-
barbarian instead.
Almost all the instincts got buffed. I mean, you can put buff in quotes for the fury instinct, but
And animal because it lost reach.
yeah, that was a stupid change. I don't know
I
why
didn't
they
do
did
it for
that. It's like,
I mean, basically every nerf that I've seen, I'm like, why? I don't think that was necessary.
dude, the amount of people who were like, well, every martial wants a reach weapon. I'm like, then play a fighter can get a reach weapon at level
Yeah.
1. Why can't Barb?
Get you a fucking halberd, bro. You know?
Like, if you're not animal instinct, then get a fucking reach weapon as Barb because they can still
Get
do
that
that.
boarding
Why
pipe.
take it away from animal instinct? That makes no sense to me.
Yeah, I basically disagree. I mean, I don't know. I haven't actually read the whole player core 2 yet, but of the nerfs that I've seen, like the complete change to cross-blooded evolution, the nerf to monk archetype flurry of blows, and the removal of reach from the animal instincts, deer and frog, just bizarre
Wow.
changes to me.
I feel like they made those nerfs because they were like, we're gonna buff so much shit no one's gonna notice.
Mhm.
It was like the first thing
Yeah.
that people saw after like the shininess of Oracle and Alchemist kind of dulled
Yeah.
after the first day.
I mean, I think for me, the weird part is that beyond even just the balance considerations, like you could argue, oh, the monk flurry of blows was just a little bit better than other options out there. I don't
You had to
really
get it at
hold
level
that
10.
viewpoint.
Yeah.
It's level 10. I don't, to me, that's the kind of thing you should be getting at level 10. But even if you agree with the balance changes or agree with the idea that these things were just a little bit overtuned, I don't think it's a good business decision to nerf them because like these are things that people are playing right now. Like and they're playing with their toys and they're having fun. And you're taking their toys away for no reason, right? Like if this was a case of like what was that ammunition that came out that was super broken, the black something
God.
black tendril shot or something like that.
Yeah.
If this was something like that, then yeah, I totally understand. Like that was absurd. It was literally game breaking how good that item was. These things are nowhere near that level. Maybe at the most, they're just a hair better than some other options. But even that, I think, is highly debatable. So it's like, why are you going to take people's fun toys away? In exchange when it's not really an issue. That's kind of my take, right? Because you're disenfranchising your player base.
Yeah. So it's like the flurry of blows is like it unless like if you're like they're essentially nerfing unarmed builds because if you're going in the monk dedication, you're using weapons, you're gonna pick up monastic weaponry anyways.
Mm.
But if you're
Which is
not,
better
it is better now. But like I feel like Paizo. I mean, not just Paizo, Wizards of the Coast. Almost every fucking developer for tabletop RPGs fucking hate unarmed. Like they hate
they
it.
really do.
They're just like, you just get a fucking sword, dude. Like,
Yeah.
stop
This
punching
is a
things.
fantasy game. Okay, get a sword.
Yeah, stop punching things with your powerful fists. You know, your level 1 class feature.
Well,
How
maybe
about
my
you
And then
do
there's
a
Baldur's Gate
D4
3 where the
damage?
monk is like god tier.
I feel called
maybe
out.
But
maybe my fantasy
hold
is just
on,
to beat the shit out of somebody.
Chuck, all of those are home like home rules made by fucking Larian. Like that's not
Yeah, that's
Wizards
what I
of
was
the Coast.
saying. Is they? Yeah, no, that's what I was saying. Is they were like, fuck that shit. We like unarmed.
Yeah,
Mhm.
unarmed is really monk is
But I like a
just
lot
in
of the
general
stuff
very
they did,
strong.
where like some things that used to be actions were just bonuses. I was like, oh yeah,
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
almost done with my honor playthrough.
Well, Kineticus got so many changes, you know, super excited to go over all of my cool new stuff.
And that was Dom with the Kineticus changes. Let's check in with Rebel. What are you playing?
Monk.
A monk.
You're a monk?
Yeah,
God,
that's what I said. I
you-
feel like I got called out.
All of you fist users, man, I just can't keep straight what
I
your
like the
actual
fist.
class is.
I didn't even know Swing was playing a Inventor for a long time. It
Inventor's
used to be
not
like
getting
that.
touched though.
Yeah.
Magus isn't getting touched. Inventor's not getting touched. Gunslinger's not getting touched.
At least they haven't stated any plans for it yet.
Yeah.
You
I
know,
feel like Gunslinger's in a good spot though, pretty much. They seem really good every time any of us have played one.
I think some of the gunslinger subclasses are not
Yeah,
great.
some of the ways are not good.
Yeah, but in general, I think it's fine. I think the class is good.
Yeah, I don't know about the sniper one, but I thought the pistol one, right? That one was good.
Drifter
And then
or a pistol arrow.
pistol arrow. I did
Oh.
Drifter.
You did Drifter,
though.
yeah.
Yeah, I like Drifter, but I mean, I don't know
Yeah.
if it was necessarily good or not, but I did like it.
Yeah. I think it has merits and drawbacks. I think the big complaint about Drifter is just because of the fact that you only have like you have the lower, like you have regular martial proficiency with your melee weapon, because gunslingers only get the fighter level proficiency with their gun. So like you get good action economy actions, but then one of them has to be on your melee weapon, which is worse. I still think they're good, but you know, I don't know. It's kind of in a gray area for me.
Yeah. What's
I've
the
never-
shitty one that
Like
one
Vanguard?
Vanguard.
Vanguard,
Yeah,
yeah.
that one fucking
Yeah.
sucked. I tried
I think
building
they added
one.
something for that, right? Recently? it
If
was
they
like-
did, I don't remember reading it.
Didn't
but
that one try to force you to use like a blast weapon or whatever? Or a scatter weapon kind of?
yeah,
Something like that.
I don't remember.
I tried building one and it was just agonizing on the brain.
Okay. Well, that's enough chatting about Player Core 2. I mean, there were, you know, I feel like our conversation has been mostly about the negative things. There were also a ton of great things
Like
in
the
Player Core
Kineticus
2.
changes.
Like all the Kineticus changes. Like, and then there was also, so I mean, those are great.
Absolutely game breaking. Paizo, please.
Game breaking.
Oh damn.
That's
Oh. I need
But
another
yeah,
book.
I still haven't read Alchemist, and I hear the changes there are really good. So yeah, there's a lot of really good stuff for sure.
oh yeah.
But okay, let's
Throw
talk
some
about
dice.
yeah, let's talk about what happened last week real fast. We're just gonna go super fast on a little bit of last, if you know what I'm talking about, the past. What did happen last week?
Get the Hell's Harbor.
That's
Hell
true.
Harbor.
Oh well, first I think we started, didn't we? Start at we started at the Isle of Consummation.
We did.
And you guys sailed to Drowning Rock. You picked up Rain and
Dropped off the circus.
well, you picked up Rain and Hollister. Then you went to Drenchport, picked up the circus. I think you asked around some questions in Drenchport, then continued to Chalk Harbor because you didn't really learn a whole lot there.
We
Chalk
chalk it up as a
Harbor-
loss.
Yeah, chalked it up as a loss. Dropped off the circus. They were like, we're going to go do this thing, even though it's even smaller. Chalk Harbor's even smaller than Drenchport. And then you guys continued on. Hell Harbor. On the journey toward Chalk Harbor, you did see a ship with red sails sailing past, and you declined to engage it because partially because Tavam heard a whispering of like, a deal's a deal, and he was like, became very uncertain about what he should do.
Did Tavam
that happened.
share that whisper with us? Like,
I don't recall if
Would
he
he
did.
would've-
Be well, you could decide if you did.
I think from y'all's perspective, he would have been looking like he was talking to himself. Like, the deal's a deal. What's the deal? What was the deal? What deal am I supposed to be remembering? The deal's and kind of pacing around in a circle.
Eventually,
He's doing
like,
it again, Wesley.
What's
He's
the
doing the
dealio?
thing.
Dealio.
Yeah.
What's the deal? Deal.
What is the deal? And I couldn't figure out what the deal was. And I think by that time we decided things just needed to not happen.
we may need to stage an intervention.
You arrived in Hell Harbor and made dock there. You met the dock master, Donald Smith, who recognized the name of Wesley Steel Arrow. You guys kind of, I think Tavam kind of asked him about it, and he said, "Yeah, captain of some repute."
Also
That
tried
was-
to do a little thievery
You
off
tried,
of him.
you tried to steal his book of tariffs, his miniature pocket edition book of
So
tariffs.
close.
So
but
close, but no.
couldn't roll.
I stole the
Um,
tariff.
But I did not hang the deputy.
So, and as you entered town, Odno did inform you that that Hell Harbor is run by one of the pirate lords, member of the council, by the name of Arronax Endymion. I hear he's Endymion to this region.
Okay.
I did put it in the chat 2 weeks ago. The Wayward Son said Arronax Endymion. Excuse me. She also mentioned that rumor had it that Arronax was former captain or admiral of the Chelish Navy and was a deserter. So, that being said, as you guys get into town, you find a nice place to stay. You get set up and you start doing some work in town. Who's ready to start rolling some dice?
I am. FYI, there's gold to split again from what I sold a minute ago. It's
Oh
all
my gosh.
It's not a lot.
I do have a quick question, Tev.
Talk to me, Goose.
You split that gold?
And
Give the man a minute.
so for the have you tested if I don't know if it works, but if having a reinforcing rune would allow the everything shields property runes to apply to a shield? Have we tested that?
We haven't. You talking about play tested or like programming?
I was thinking of so the reinforcing rune essentially is what we did for everything shields is property runes or fundamental runes. I'm sorry,
fundamental, yeah.
Into one rune, and it is cheaper and easier to access. Since the reinforcing rune is going to get me hardness and HP now, rather than just having HP.
Right. You want to get that I mean, we could try it, having prop runes on there. I would say the property runes would just be like, the first level of reinforcing would let you have one, and then it wouldn't be the next level that you get to, but the one after that, I think.
Yeah.
Like somewhere around level 9 or so.
I think that's major 16. Is that moderate? Yeah, moderate's 10.
That sounds right. Yeah. So I'm going to be splitting this with everybody. Allow conversion. Consider
That new shield
yourselves
ally thing you posted was so hot.
distributed. Tucker, we're outside of the remaster discussion now. Okay.
I just
You're out of
remembered
bounds.
that though,
You're out of bounds.
because we were talking about shields, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's right.
Oh right, yeah. No, it is very interesting because somebody mentioned like because it applies to whatever shield you wield, you can just have 5 steel shields on your person and just whip out a new one and you're good to go.
Yep.
Yep.
That's pretty crazy cool.
Okay, let's talk DETs.
Detox. I told y'all I don't need that intervention yet.
But you
Chagris,
know
I
about
don't know
it.
if you want to try to pull this up on the stream or not. I mean, it's not a requirement, but might be nice to look at.
Up to what level was Hell Harbor again?
6.
6. Okay.
Settlement 6. We're gonna since Luke isn't here just yet, we're gonna start it out with Svaldir, who's going to be working on capturing some bounties for a week, and he's gonna be rolling athletics.
Hell yeah.
It's gonna be a DC 21.
Did you want to talk about the haggle thing right now on stream, or did you want to wait until later?
We'll talk about it after the
Okay. All right.
after we
That
do
works.
our
Yeah.
DTs. Ooh. Did you want to spend a hero point on
Not really, no.
that?
I'm not going to hero point unless
We get
I
one
crit
for every
fail.
week, right?
No, that's not how it works.
And technically,
Uh,
we do for starting with 2.
So I think on a failure you get half money, I believe. Half gains. So you'll get 2d6 plus 5 divided by 2. Round down.
You want me to just roll it?
Yeah, let's go ahead and just roll it out. Unless you want to like keep track of what all you're getting, but yeah. So 6 GP for that week. I mean, it's still not bad compared to earned income. Pretty decent. So going down the list, Tavam is retraining, so you just go ahead and consider that done. Adron is going to do some ship upgrades. Tuck, why don't you give me a crafting check for ship upgrades?
Yeah.
You said you're going to be working on the hull primarily, right? Like patching it up, continuing
Yeah, I want to
to
do that.
repair.
And then if I can like reinforce it at all, and then just like making sure we have a good amount of lumber on standby for like, on those spot repairs or whatever.
Okay. Give me that crafting check.
It's being so slow. I'm assuming shipbuilding would apply.
Oh yeah. Oh
Well,
yeah.
it won't even let me fucking toggle it, so I'll just type it in there, okay?
Okay.
Have you checked any potential boost levels you might have?
I tried, and I don't know, it just,
It wouldn't even let you check those. Wow, that's incredible.
yeah.
Have you tried turning it off and back on again?
How do you do this?
Okay,
Yeah,
now it's
let me
working.
click it.
It's working
Yeah.
now.
Okay. Well, I
I
clicked
did
it,
actually, I turned it off and turned it back on again.
Oh, dude.
Okay. Critical success here. I'm gonna say in the first week you are able to max out the lumber on the deck. You source a good company that provides cheap lumber.
Don't we
And
have
so I think we said,
token
B
for
will
that?
remind me. I think we said you can carry half of your or a fourth of your HP on the deck, right?
I think we said a fourth, and we've
Because it was going to be like 30 max, I think.
and we're already at 30.
Oh, you're already at 30? Oh, I think
We-
you guys
Last week we purchased in the harbor. We purchased.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, in that case, we will reroute. I guess what we'll do, instead of you getting lumber, I mean, it's up to you, Tucker, if you want to change things around. But if you want to just get cash money instead, we could say that would be a 2d6 plus 5 standard, but you did crit, so you get double.
Yeah, we'll take the cash money.
So go ahead and roll that 2d6 plus 5 and double.
Should probably put /roll, huh?
Just just however you want to do it, to be honest.
Yeah.
But preferably one of the ways that works.
Oh.
So 9 times 2
Well.
is 18.
I'll put that in the party.
Not bad. Well, I think you guys were going to keep separate funds at this point, if you
Okay.
want to. But if you want to be, some kind of socialist or something, that's totally up to you.
So 18.
I
Alright.
didn't know Hadron was one of them commies.
Oh
Wesley-
fuck! I just put that in the Wayward Son. Hold on. Oops.
Wesley is retraining Chill Touch to Divine Lance. And after we do all this is when I'll do some talking about sort of what transpires during this time, and if you guys want to talk about your retraining and stuff like that at that point, we'll have that time afterward. But for now, I want to get through all the chunky parts of this, and then we'll go into the sort of the description. So you do your retraining. Bromir, you're also capturing bounties, athletics. Go ahead and give us that athletics check.
Ooh.
Hot.
Critical
Big.
success. And true. So with a critical success, same deal, 2d6 plus 5 times 2, but you'll also get double favor. So since you and Dom were both doing this, you guys get the 20 favor payout for this activity in general.
That's why I copy pasted Gribbles.
That's right. I'm just back up.
Did it roll right?
Damn, bro.
Nice.
Oh,
Well,
2d6
you-
plus 10.
Yeah,
oh,
you
I
kinda do
multiplied
fair.
the 5. Yeah.
Yeah, so it
24
should
then.
be 12 times
12.
2 is 24.
Just 24.
Yeah, 24.
All right.
That's
I didn't
still
know if I
nice
rolled
gold
again.
right there.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
I love it.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, week 2. We're ripping through it. Luke is not here, so we'll catch him up later. But Svalder is going to participate in arena fights. The Arena Fighters of Galarian, that's AFG, with an athletics check.
Oh, I saw the P. I saw the 20. I
Is
saw
that
it.
a crit fail? I don't remember.
I don't think it is. Nope, it is just barely not. 22 was your DC. So you will get half, 3d6 plus 6 divided by 2.
Where are we adding our favor, by the way?
I'm keeping track of it.
Oh, you got it. Okay, okay.
We're rounding down.
Yep. Okay. So regular failure, and then we've got Tavam performing at the three-horned hall acrobatics. Dude, what the fuck, B-Will?
I told you you're a performer.
What was the DC on that one? That was pretty high, right?
Yeah, it was a high DC.
23. Okay, so that is just a success, but you do get that high favor with the city of Hell Harbor. And it's 2d6 plus 5 cash monies.
Oh, boo. I'll take it.
I think the favor is the big payout there. That's
Yeah.
pretty nice since you guys are going to be doing business in here. I think that will play into your haggle roll at the end of all this. Because there's another thing that you guys are doing with City of Hell Harbor favor too. Okay, awesome. So Hadron, give us those ship upgrades. Round 2. Anything in particular you're upgrading?
The whole HP.
Well, I was thinking about that, and then maybe like the firepower, possibly, or I don't know.
Yeah, I would say if you want to add cannons, theoretically, I'd say yeah, you could, maybe on a success you could add 1 cannon. On a critical success, you could add 2. Like just as part of the earned income would be, or not
Mhm.
necessarily earned income, but part of the time you're spending is getting the cash for that.
Would I be able to like increase the health of the ship?
Yeah, I was
If
gonna
I
say
wanted to
because you
put some in
crit
the hole.
succeeded the first time, right?
Mm-hmm.
I did want to say that you do increase the health of the ship, the hull. We're at 120. We're gonna say it's a 5% HP increase, so it's gonna be plus 6 max HP. So you're
Is that a-
126.
Is that a permanent increase?
It's a permanent increase.
Oh,
Nice.
So you're
Does
basically
that also increase our material limit?
it would, yeah, by 1.
1.
So we can go ahead and say that you max out again because you did you would have done that. So it'll be 31 HP on the deck, B-Will, if you want to make a note of that.
Is speed a factor when we're doing combat? Really? Do we have like?
It's maneuverability. Maneuverability takes into account like speed and agility.
Would I be able to like tweak the sails maybe?
Make a
Get
bigger
Um,
rudder.
more
Make the rudder
maneuverability?
bigger.
Something
I
like
would
that.
say you could try. I think the only way maneuverability is huge, and a whole point upgrade for maneuverability
It's pretty big.
would be big. I'd say if you critically succeeded, I'd be okay with giving you a whole point. But that's not necessarily something you would be able to repeat like every week. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
this would be
It's like a
sort of
one-time
a
thing.
one-off deal. Yeah. 'Cause there
I'll
are
go for
just physical limitations to how maneuverable it could be.
I'm feeling the heart of the cards.
I believe, man.
Ooh, I'm gonna hero point.
It's up to you.
Oh,
it was on the 20.
Oh,
It was on
Classic
it.
Tucker.
Oh man.
Unreal. Of course, that is a failure. The 20 would have been a success.
Dude, it was sitting on the 20 and then it just went boop.
I was trying to keep a straight face when you said you were gonna re-roll, but
I was crit
So-
fishing, you know?
Some people
Yeah, I
like to
mean-
hit on a 20, you know.
there are, well, we'll do some description at the end, but there are a couple shipwrights in town, so I imagine you're kind of working with them, and that's where you kind of like learn some new techniques for improving the hull, but you just haven't quite mastered the maneuverability stuff yet.
Okay.
Let's move on down to Wesley, who's going to unearth some nearby graveyard occupants with a diplomacy check.
Ooh.
Surreptitiously, of course.
Of
So
course.
Wesley,
You know, it's undead stuff, so he's not like
yeah.
it's
Freaky
just
deaky.
a thing. He's going for the knowledge aspect of
It's a
it.
phase.
He doesn't tell Heb what he's doing.
the
but
experience.
it's a phase bulb.
There's my
Yeah.
diplo.
baseball. Who's gonna have mascara around the eyes whenever he gets done with this? Leather.
How do you know
So
he
clean.
doesn't already?
You didn't tell us he does.
26, I'm going to say that's a success, right?
Mm.
Yes, 21 was your DC, so you're going to get 2d6 plus 5 cash money, items, and ritual access.
Ooh.
Okay.
I got
So,
9 whole gold out
9
of that.
I'm going to make a note here. Okay. About those less tangible items there.
Awesome.
And we will continue on. Wait, I need to mark your favor down for that. Okay, awesome. So, Bromir participating in AFG
Mhm.
athletics.
Here we go.
Let's see it.
Hey, I'll take a success.
Easy success. 3d6 plus 6 is your cash money payout, and you do secure that 10 points of favor for the action. Nice. Okay. Going into week 3. Svalder exploring local Golgon ruins with athletics. Okay.
Holy shit, did I finally fucking succeed?
I think this is
You
a
did it.
success, right?
Oh my god.
Yeah,
AC
DC 20.
24.
So 2d4 plus 4. Nice. 9 jeeps. Tavam is hunting down a native Chilaxian spy with thievery.
I'll take it.
Yeah, that is a success. 2d6 plus 5. Hey, welcome to the chat, Luke.
Well, thank you.
When we get down to the bottom of this round, we're going to catch Luke up on the weeks that he has not yet rolled. Okay, 8 GPs for hunting down the native Chilaxian spy Let me mark something real quick here. Okay. And then we have Hadron investigating magical phenomena at Golgan.
Me and Chakris were doing that too, right?
Yeah, Chakris is going to roll after you. The same thing. Chakris, if you want to roll it, you can. Go ahead.
Can I aid him
So it's-
since we're both doing it?
Nope.
I mean, it was worth a shot, right? You gotta
Yeah, I
ask.
mean, you know, forfeiting my role, of course, you know. What was this?
Any of the spellcasting checks was this one.
I can do Arcana. Cool.
Oh,
26 is a success from Hadron.
oh,
Yeah. I knew that was
Chris, you
going
want
to
to
be a
burn
long
one of those
shot.
15 hero points you've got?
You know what? What I
it's
roll?
early. It's getting early.
I rolled a
Guys.
4. Yeah, I
getting
think
early.
the odds are in my favor.
Yeah. What could possibly go wrong?
Tucker.
Oh god.
Hey, that's better.
I'm sorry. That was totally.
You gotta
I
blame
did
B.
that.
Will.
That's not a Tucker. I mean, that's kind of a Tucker.
rolled
We'll call it
better.
a
It's
Tucker.
real close to it.
We'll call it a Tucker.
I don't ever know how it got put on me because it was always Tevis that was calling rolls, and then it'd be the opposite. I don't know.
Well, no,
It's a
the thing
label.
that's
It's-
you is that
shoot.
you re-roll and then roll the same thing again.
Or roll
Yeah.
lower.
Or lower.
Or lower.
But that was
By
higher,
one.
so I mean, I'm
Technically,
in the
that was
clear
higher.
here.
We're
Yeah.
calling it a Tucker.
We'll call it a
Nah,
Tucker. I
I'm
think that's
in the
close
clear.
enough.
Yeah,
I'm going to
no.
give that a Tucker. I'll give
You're
that a Tucker out of
within
10.
plus
Yeah.
or minus 5%.
Plus or minus
That's a Tucker.
5%.
All
like
right. So a failure from Wesley will still get you half. Oh, there's no money on this one. So you guys don't get cash money. We'll talk about what you gain at the end. But it's gonna be scrolls and wands.
And wands.
Hand wands and scrolls.
You wand it, you got it.
Toyota.
AutoZone.
Nice.
Someone clearing
okay.
their grinder.
No.
Did you ask if somebody was
I know
on
that
Grindr?
sound. Someone
No.
was clearing their grinder.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
there
picked
you
up on
go,
that real
okay.
quick. It's like, hey,
Bromir, let's get your athletics check for exploring the local Golgan ruins alongside your boys Falder.
Hand in hand, successes
That
abound.
is a success. So you're gonna get at 2d4 plus 4 on this one.
Okay, it's a number.
These are numbers. Okay, so we're gonna catch up Luke real fast. Luke, you. What the?
He was
Um,
here.
So Luke, we're just going down the spreadsheet of activities week by week, but we just did week 3. So what I'm gonna have you do is roll for your week 1, week 2, and week 3. Okay.
I can do that.
So proselytizing for your deity, what do you want to roll for that? You can do religion, diplomacy, or deception.
Let's see. Religion, deception, or diplomacy. I'm guessing I'm going to do religion.
Okay. 21 is your D's. You want to burn through one of those?
No.
Okay. It is so on a fail you do get half, so you'll get half of 1d6 and half of the favor as well. I think you get half favor on a fail, right?
What is it? Slash roll 1d6.
Yes. And since that is a high favor one, you actually still get 10.
I'll take that.
So you get 3.
Me.
Still not bad for a failure.
I'm
Not
taking
bad. So your second week is exploring the local Golgan ruins. That's what Balder and Bromir just did as well. So what do you want to roll for that? Perception, survival, or athletics?
I will do some athletics.
Okay. That's a success. So 2d4 plus 4. is your cash money gains. So 7. Not bad. And then for week
Madness, are you doing it?
you
So
for
just
the cash
7
money.
rolls. Gotcha.
Yeah, just add it to your personal inventory.
Gotcha.
Week 3, you're investigating magical phenomena at the Golgan ruins alongside Hadron and Wesley. So for that, you can roll Arcana, Nature, Occultism, or Religion.
Anna, nature, occultism. I guess I'm doing religion again.
How huge! Okay, that is a
Like that.
success. That one doesn't pay money, but it does pay in scrolls and wands. So we'll talk about that after we get through everything. We are more than halfway there. This next round, week 4, everybody's engaging in a little local piracy. So if everybody
Hell
wants to
yeah.
just go ahead and roll your check for this. Luke, local piracy can be sailing lore, diplomacy, intimidation, or athletics. Ooh.
Ooh. Who'd have thought the pirate's bad at pirating?
What were all of them?
Right.
Diplomacy, intimidation, athletics, and what else?
Sailing lore.
We're all rolling at the same time.
Okay. Yep, everybody's rolling. Classic.
No,
Classic.
no,
No? Okay.
no.
You sure?
No?
It can't get any worse.
See,
Hey.
you got it. I here appointed mine, and I still failed.
Yep. The DC
About
for this
one.
one was 21. So Wesley, Hadron, Bromir, and He. No, not He. That was a different check. Bromir, Wesley, and Hadron are the only succeeders. Those get 2d6 plus 5. The failures get 2d6 plus 5 divided by 2. Nobody has critically failed, so nobody's going to get that.
Oh. I'll take 16.
Nice.
Really? Really?
Balder catching 6. Got, was that like 4? Yeah, after the divided. Should be 4 total, yeah.
It was +2.
But no, it's plus 5, so it would be 9, and then divided by 2 is 4. Round down.
Jesus.
The successes don't have to divide, right?
That's right. Successes
Right.
don't divide.
Okay.
If you look, I put that in there correctly, and then rolled 2 ones.
Ouch.
Nice. Okay. Is that everybody? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, sweet. So you guys engage in some piracy, and now let's go to week 5. Interesting stuff going to happen here because we've got He starting it out with a little assassinate a minor political figure in Hell Harbor. For even just attempting this, so you can choose stealth, deception, thievery, or diplomacy. But before you even make the attempt, the person who offers you the work does give you they give you 5 moderate potions of Quicksilver mutagen to help you in the task. Oops. Did I just damage something? So those are can I put this in the chat somehow?
Copy paste.
Are you trying to put the card in?
Yeah, I was gonna try and get that card
I
in there.
think. I don't know. Can you just?
I guess if I do it in the compendium browser, then I should be able to get it.
Yeah.
Cool. So it's this guy right here, Luke. You get 5 of those.
Alright.
You can spend one of them for the purpose of the check if you want to, because they do give them to you to help you with it.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna roll stealth, so I'll take that actual +2 for stealth.
Okay.
That is 1. How do I get this?
That's a
Put
good
it
question.
put it in
And you
your
just drag
inventory,
it. Yeah.
Just drag it to the inventory.
Yeah.
and then there should, if you
Just
like
increase
click,
the quantity. Yeah.
Okay.
and then when you like click the like message, like the icon of the item will
Yeah.
display it in the chat window. There should be a use button for you,
Oh.
There you go.
and then when you
And-
click that, it'll apply it to your character.
Okay, and then I roll a stealth check, you said?
Yep, that is one of the options.
Before you roll the stealth check, you should see Quicksilver Mutagen with the
As a
Drawback.
roll option.
donor on it, and the list of bonuses for your roll.
Oh.
I'm not seeing a buff on him.
I'm not
I
seeing
don't know if it added
either.
it.
Let's
If you
see.
go, yeah,
You
so there is.
open- If you
yeah,
open
just-
the item, there is an effect you can just drag
Yeah.
to your character.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
There's
You
that
got
There
it.
we go. Okay.
So now if you click on the roll again, it should have that option on there. DC here is 24, the highest
Yeah.
DC in the list.
Yep, so 14 or better. Here we go. Hmm.
Hmm.
Oh,
I
close.
think I'm
Hmm.
gonna hero point that one.
Okay.
Let's see what happens.
Old if true.
Mm-mm-mm. There is, I don't have hero points. That would help. Start off with 2. Oh!
Oh, there you
Oh,
go.
nice!
Oh my god, it was like on the 5.
You did it.
Wow.
Luke broke the
Huge.
curse.
What a good hero point!
Wow.
Nice.
Okay. So the payout is 4d6 plus 7, and you get 20 favor with question marks.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Love a good question mark. What's behind the
Hmm.
door? What's in the box?
A brand new car.
Could even be a
Brand new
boat.
car.
Or you could take door number 2.
Oh, what a number.
Nice. 21 GPs
Alright.
is your payout for that job. We'll talk more about, like I said, I told the others that we're just going through doing numbers right now, and when we get to the end, I'll kind of roll everything up into a description so you kind of know what happened.
Love it.
So yeah, let's go to Svalder, hunting down a native Chilaxian spy with athletics. 21.
Are Svalder and Wesley hunting down the same spy?
Yep, they are. That is a success. 2d6 plus 5. 13.
Yo, that D6 was cracked as fuck on my screen. What the fuck was that?
So
Whatever.
cracked. The best 2d6.
It's
Okay. and
quite
Say
then-
no to
Crack.
cracked dice kids.
Nice. And then Tavam, you are freeing captured political prisoners with acrobatics.
Go ahead.
Whenever you're ready.
I'm trying to. Hold on. I think that doesn't. Oh, I'm gonna use my second hero point of the night. Better work.
Dude, let's do
Let's
more
get 'em out of the
downtime. I'm
way.
gonna burn all these hero
Yeah.
points out.
Let's just get them out of the
Hey,
way.
Oh, huge.
I will take that. I will take
Yeah.
that.
I need that 10 gold
Okay.
or whatever.
So you do not get any money for this, but you do get good favor with the firebrands.
Hmm.
And we'll talk more about what that means for you. Soon. And then next up, we've got who? Wait, Hadron, what are you doing for week 5, bro?
I'm gonna do the perform at Three Horned Hall.
Oh, okay. Very cool.
Oh, yeah.
Acrobatics. I'm gonna show him those pirate wins. You know what I mean?
Dude, show him your
Ooh.
pirate. Your inner pirate.
Oh. You said we
You
had
know,
two
sounds
hero
about right.
points?
You want to try to tucker that?
Of course. It's early.
Oh,
It's early.
See?
oh, I
Dude,
thought it was gonna be a
Damn.
Nice job.
Damn, nice. I-
Very, very nice. Okay, so 2d6 plus 5 on that.
Oh,
Big,
nice.
big money.
Very nice.
Okay, so we've got now Wesley also hunting down a Chilaxian spy with Diplo.
Diplo. I'm assuming I'm doing the info gathering for Svalder while he actually does the deed.
Yeah.
Nice.
23 is a success.
It's good enough for me.
Get 2d6 plus 5. Okay, 8. And our last one is Bromir, unearthing nearby graveyard occupants with athletics.
I'm not really sure where the athletics. I guess I'm just picking them up out of the
You're-
graves.
Yeah, you're just digging. You've
just-
got a shovel.
Just with my hands. I'm
Yeah.
just hands.
Mm-hmm.
Like a dog. Ooh,
Okay.
not a
No, but
Close.
So close. 2d6 plus 5 is your cash payout.
Oh,
Nine.
no.
Okay.
9.
9.
Hey,
Very, very cool.
Yeah.
Awesome stuff, guys. Okay, so now that everybody has gone, we're going to talk a little bit about what occurred. You described proselytizing for your deity as not so much converting as being converted. You kind of imagine he's like going around learning about her, maybe?
Yeah.
Okay.
I haven't really found a way, because obviously her hating undead as much as I do, her being a patron of most of the Duskwalkers, I figured
Right.
probably finding some way to run into her.
Yeah. Now you did fail that check, so maybe you're kind of like you're sort of single-minded in your pursuit of it. So you're finding your path, but it's just taking longer than it might otherwise.
Yep.
Svalder are you the only one who did capture bounties? No,
He went.
Bromir did too. So
What's that?
Yeah, Svalder
Oh,
and
yeah,
Bromir
yeah, yeah.
both
Mhm.
captured bounties, and you got a critical success on that.
Mhm.
So there's a bounty hunter, there's a bounty board in Hell Harbor that you guys are kind of referencing. You grab a couple of names and run them down. Like some of them are pretty, some of them are really easy. Like you just go to the person's house at the address. They're there. You grab them, take them. They don't resist or anything. Some of them are a lot more difficult. Some you have to track down. Knock some heads around, that kind of thing. But you do make a good bit of money out of it and make a good impression with the local bounty office. So they're happy to work with you, and they're like, oh yeah, if you ever need any more work, be sure to stop by again.
And that actually fits well with my background too, because that's actually what I used to do in between the circus and where I am now. So
that's right. Hadron, of course, performed ship upgrades. We already talked about. You worked with there are two shipwrights in Hell Harbor that are kind of the main shipbuilders that operate here, and they, you kind of share some lore with them. They help you out with some techniques, and you're able to use that to increase the durability of the hull. And Tavam and Wesley, of course, retrain some of their stuff. Did you guys want to talk about that, or kind of share how you're doing that?
No.
So Chris is like, pass.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
I retrained out of the going last into something else that I hopefully will be more beneficial than going last just to get panache.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like we
I
should
gotcha.
hear about the new kineticist stuff too.
Yeah. Well, I hear those, and
Spend
also,
some time.
so when you add it all up, and that's all there is to it.
And that's it.
That's
Those words. It's got words.
Okay. So, going on to the next week, we're exploring some local Golgan ruins. We had a success on this, and I think 2 successes.
No, but 1 success, 1 failure.
Well, no, I mean Head did it too. I think he succeeded on his
Oh,
week too.
yeah.
See,
So
yeah.
2 successes, 1 failure. Yeah, that's right.
Well, Dom said suck. Maybe it was 3 successes.
I thought.
Oh, you're
Oh, this
thinking
week?
of you're thinking of investigate the phenomena at Golgan. So there are 2 things at the Golgan ruins going on.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
One of them is just kind of like general excavation, and the other one is you were asked to like investigate specific magical phenomena. So there's a place on the island here of, and let me go ahead and reveal it. So you guys would have either gone by land or by sea, either way, to a place that's called the City of Bleeding Stones. And the City of Bleeding Stones is like an ancient ruined structure, very old, like hundreds or thousands of years old. And because you guys succeeded on this check, like you do some study on Golgan and learned that it was basically an ancient civilization is what the Golgan were. It was a civilization of cyclopes. Cyclopes?
Cyclopi.
Cyclopses.
Psychopaths?
Maybe it's just like.
Psychopaths.
Maybe it's just like. moose.
Cyclopaths. I
That's
love
just
it.
Cyclops. Cyclops.
Cyclopaths.
But yeah, in the excavation, you guys find a bunch of like artifacts. You know, and when I say artifacts, like it's like traditional archaeological finds, right? It's art. It's there's a couple of places where you find some writings in stone that have been preserved over time, and you know you bring those back to your patron who has requested that the job be done. Which, and I should say, it's not just you guys out there. It's part of like a large archaeological dig, right? There's a whole team out there that's working on kind of exploring this site. And one of the things that's happened in the past is that, like, this is not the first group of people who have come to explore these ruins. There have been others before, and a lot of terrible things have generally happened to them. This is the first one that seems to be meeting with some success, but there are whispers of like evil magics and just dark stuff afoot. So, of course, those of you who are here to investigate the magical phenomena, that's what you were working on, was that sort of trying to figure out the nature of the curse, if there is one, or you know how it works, that kind of thing. The guy who hired you for this, for the excavation, is a member of the Pathfinder Society, a kitsune female named Satoshi. And as you guys are like bringing artifacts and you close out the week, she's like, "This is really good stuff." I can't believe this is going so well after hearing all the terrible stories of what's happened to the archaeologists who came before. I'm just really pleased with what you guys have done. Thank you. She's talking to He, Falder, and Bromir as she says that. Have you given any thought to joining the Pathfinder Society before?
You know, I'm only in town for a short while. No.
Well, don't let that dissuade you. The Pathfinders are everywhere, even in places like Hell Harbor.
Do you have any literature or a pamphlet that I could read more about?
Yes, I do keep a pocket introduction to the Pathfinder Society here. And she takes
Gonna
one
hold up
out
my
and
little
hands it
pad
to
as what's a Pathfinder Society?
Yeah, I mean, you guys would all be aware that the Pathfinder Society is kind of like it's an organization of adventurers. They do a lot of things. Sometimes they get involved politically. Sometimes they stay out of politics. You know, basically, the Pathfinder Society has their hands in a lot of stuff. Roughly, like she said, everywhere in Galarian, pretty much. They're
Do you have a second edition?
That is actually the second edition. Yes.
Oh, so it's just shortened to just Pathfinder.
Right. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. It's implicit that it's up to date. I wouldn't carry an out of date brochure.
I don't know. Okay.
But if you have any questions about the Pathfinder Society, just let me know. After this dig, I'll be returning back to Hell Harbor, where that's where I live.
I can dig it.
That's good. That's good. I see what you did. Very good.
So it was a Kitsune. What was her name again?
Satoshi. You notice she has 7 tails. Those of you who are investigating the magical phenomena, there's another Pathfinder contact there. They work with Satoshi, but you can tell they kind of have their own sort of agenda on the side. And that's a member of the Scroll Masters, which is basically a sub categorization of the Pathfinders. The Scroll Masters focus on like certain aspects of archaeological digs and lore and information, and they're like the super nerds of the Pathfinders, if you will. The guy that you've been meeting with is Salathil, an elf who always has a little squirrel kind of. Yeah, that's the right spelling. Ribs. And here's Salathil. He always has a little like squirrel nearby. Sometimes it hops on his shoulder. Sometimes it's running around. And you guys, you do discover that there is some kind of there's some kind of force in play in these ruins. You're not able to identify exactly what it is, but you do give Salathel some important information, and you're able to run some tests on places where other people have gone missing. That gives him just more information that he can kind of keep iterating on. But there's still more work to be done here. But as far as this task is concerned, you guys do complete it. And Salathil offers you the opportunity to kind of grab some stuff out of his chest. He has a huge chest in his tent at this archaeological dig, and it's just like full of scrolls and wands. So to reflect that, you can either take one level 5 wand, like an item level 5 wand, which would be a 3rd level spell, or you can take 5 level 5 scrolls. So one or the other, either 5 scrolls or 1 level 5 wand.
Which one's going to get me more money when I sell it?
Probably the wand. I'm not sure.
For the wands, it depends, right? There are some specific wands.
Well, these are just going to be the regular wands.
Okay.
Like a wand of casting spell thing.
Gotcha.
Are
I
they?
should say, yeah, magic wand 3rd rank spell is what it would be.
Are they specific to a spell list?
No, you could choose any spell list, but it will have to be common. Yeah, a common spell from any spell list.
I'll get back to you on that.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
gonna
fine.
need to. 3rd level.
A magic wand with a 3rd rank spell.
Mhm.
And
It's pretty
that's level
pricey.
7. Yeah, 360 jeeps.
Oh wait, that's level 7, or maybe am I wrong? Is it 2nd level?
2nd level is item level 5.
Oh, sorry. Yes, that's what it should be. 2nd level. My bad.
160 jeeps for.
Still
Oh,
pretty hot.
big.
If true.
And then it's the same thing with scrolls, by the way. 3rd rank scrolls are level 5.
So it's different.
Or
though,
sorry,
'cause-
yeah. It follows the normal
Yeah.
cadence
Okay.
for
yeah.
scrolls. My bad.
That makes sense though. Yeah.
3 or 5 3rd rank scrolls would be 150, 30 each.
Dude, that was so fucking close. I didn't even look that up.
Yeah. So
Pretty darn good.
Nice.
wand gets me more monies.
Yeah.
Can I just take the
Yep.
cash value? Call it 160.
No, because of selling, you get half. So it'd
Items
be
sell for
80.
half unless they're precious materials.
It's a magical wand.
Yeah. The other people are planning to do like a generic haggle session at the end of this. It's up to you guys whether you want to join the haggle session. If the haggle goes very poorly, you might lose money. So it's up to you if you want to, take that risk.
There will only be one roll though for the handle.
Yeah, just one roll to rule them all, and in the darkness bind them.
But we're still going to have some assist rolls, right?
Right. Yeah.
Right.
Oh baby. I think we decided everyone who wants to participate in the haggling needs to roll an aid or the roll itself.
I'm an aid.
Well, before we do that, we got to finish what we're working on here, which is hunting down a native Chilaxian spy. That was Tavam? No. Yes, Tavam. You did this too?
Yep.
You're hunting down the spy and free.
Yep.
He's playing cat and mouse, you know.
That's funny.
I sure am. I almost went with the assassinate thing too, just to have the trifecta. You know.
Yeah, just all of it. I captured him, I freed him, and then I fucking whacked him.
And got paid for all.
No, you play both sides. You always come out on top.
That's right.
That's right.
Everybody who participated in this one, you guys, you get a job from sort of a somewhat shady figure. You're able to piece it together pretty quickly that it's somebody like from the city bureaucracy who asks you to like capture this Chilaxian spy. The person that you capture does indeed, like when you capture them, they're like, "What? I didn't do anything. I'm just from Cheliax." They're doing that whole, obviously they're not going to be like, "Yep, I'm a spy." And so you guys take them in, you get paid, all is well and good. Let's see, one sec. Their name is Agnew. And so you get them handed over to the bureaucrat that made the request for the job, and they're, just like process them, nothing personal. All right, thanks everybody. Then it's shortly after that, Tavam, that your Odno contacts you, and it's like, I think I've made contact with the Canary Network in town, and they've got a job for us. Apparently, one of our people was recently unjustly taken captive, a man by the name of Agnew. And we need to free him. The insane pirate that runs this place just is terrified that anybody from Cheliax is some kind of spy. But Agnew is not a spy, and we've got to get him free. And so you take it upon yourself alone at that point to go free Agnew, and you do.
I am playing both sides.
Yes, you are. As you free him, he's like, well, I don't understand. Aren't you the guy who grabbed me? What happened? What's going on?
Pirate.
Wrong time, wrong place. If you had more money, I would have let you go.
Well, all right. I'll tell everybody that you're a good guy.
Appreciate it.
Fucking pirates.
My mistake. My bad.
Yes.
Agnew,
Right.
I'm sorry. I don't say it much, but I'm sorry, Agnew. You were in the wrong place at the wrong time.
It happens, I guess. Whatever. I'm out of here.
Whatever.
As you, after you free him, you do make direct contact with the Canary Network yourself. There's a human female who runs a little shop in downtown Hell Harbor by the name Emmy Lilac, who is the Canary Network contact that Oddno found and set you up with this job. And as you guys start working together, obviously you start out on a really good foot from this job. We got just a couple more things to cover. The Arena Fighters of Galarian. You guys make a pretty good name for yourselves. I should say Bromir makes a good name for both of you. But maybe you were in a team duel. It was a 2v2, and so
Tag team.
Svalder was having an off day, and Bromir was able to pull through. So
when has Falder not had an off day?
Yeah, I'm just looking for the on day.
I would just like to succeed more than once.
I think what it is, Dom, is that you're so good at pulling items in DDO that it just wouldn't be fair for you to have luck in this too.
Well, what I think was happening, because we're a tag team, right? We have a little acting involved, and you took a dive in the first round, so I had to come in, and win the fight for us.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So you didn't fail,
right?
Per se, you were just.
It was the appearance of failure.
The appearance of failure, yeah.
Wesley and Bromir, you guys unearthed some nearby grave occupants. You basically gather up bones, and it's like bones of all kinds, a lot of different ancestries. You may not be, may not know always what they are, but a lot of them kind of stand out. If it's like a knoll skull or something, it looks pretty different from a human skull, that kind of thing. So it's like a big variety of different things, but they're all from like local cemeteries. And as you go back to the contact, it's a woman with black hair, like in her maybe mid-20s, and not unattractive. Goes by the name of Gail LeBlanc. She's like, "Oh, thank you. Yes, these are excellent. I'll have more work for you in the future if you'd like to gather more things."
I mean, if the price is right.
The price is wrong, bitch. Oh, sorry. It was Happy Gilmore. I couldn't.
Take 1d4 smack damage.
1d4. Okay. Cool beans. Go ahead.
Was that all the weeks, or we still have more of the weeks?
One last thing to update you on. Of course, you guys did engage in local piracy. There's no one in particular that you report to about that, but you just kind of increase your level of fame with the free captains at large. And then the last one is that Hadron and Pavum both performed at the Three-Horned Hall. And after your performance together, there's a man walks up to you. He's wearing like a ridiculously fine hat with like a huge feather coming out of the back of it from some sort of massive bird. And he's wearing like super nice clothing. He has a cutlass on his hip. It looks like it's, has seen use at least, maybe not currently. But he's obviously like looking around. He's looks like the most wealthy man here. And he comes up and shakes both of your hands. Like, if I understand correctly, your name is Tavum. Is that right?
Yes, it is. And I'll do my little.
And you are Hadron?
Yes.
It's so lovely to make your acquaintance. I've heard a little bit about what you've been doing around town. I understand that you helped me out with that Chalaxian spy who was skittering about.
Happy to do our part, sir.
I apologize. I'm being rude. My name is Arronax. I guess you could say I'm the governor of this city.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
I love coming to the opera. The performances always amaze. You're such fine artists. I couldn't help but notice stood out on the stage more so than the other acts. Are you planning to stay in Hell Harbor for long?
We
Not too long, I don't think.
Well, we're actually here on a bit of business. It's something that I think that perhaps you could even help us with. It's a little legal matter. Not that we would need to get into the to the gist of it right now, but basically, there's a contract that I think needs a little perusing that might be a little bit unfair.
I see. Well, I don't like to talk business at the opera. Send something by my office in the morning, and I'll take a look at it.
Of course, it'd be my pleasure.
And I hope you will stick around and keep performing here. There's not much demand for the arts here in the Shackles, so we do what we can to keep it going.
Well, the way this gig pays, I will be here for a while. And I'll give him a nice smile.
That's probably the first time he like smiles at you genuinely in return and kind of claps you on the shoulder lightly. That's the spirit. We'll see you around. And he departs.
Good evening.
Do you have any political enemies, you know?
Feel free to tell me about them so I can free them after.
You guys ever hear of Agnew?
Which, one final thing we need to talk about, which is the other thing. The person that we just described was not the person who was assassinated by Head.
Oh.
However, as you did the deed, which how do you imagine that Head does like an assassination? Does he just like snap a neck, or what does he do?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Just apparently he's pretty sneaky. No, he gave the dagger to the kid.
Yeah, okay, yeah. The kid still has it?
I mean, I would assume. I don't imagine
yeah.
the dagger would allow it to allow him to give it up.
Yeah, I mean, if you haven't taken it back, then he still would have it for sure.
Yeah, no, I definitely have it. I'm not one to use weapons anyway, so it'd definitely be hand. I guess it'd be, if I get sneaky as I was, I say, yeah, snap up maybe. Back of the head, little twist the neck, make it look like he fell down some stairs and walk away.
Okay.
I don't know. This is
he slipped on a doorknob.
Forensics aren't as strong as they are.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Just gotta make it look at least reasonably good.
Right, yeah.
So, as you're kind of stalking your target, trying to find, waiting for him to go into the stairwell so that you can make your move, you do see him in a meeting with this figure that they've just met, Arronax and Endymion. Of course, I think you probably do not recognize him on sight at this point, but obviously he like wears finery, looks important, whatever, blah, blah. He leaves the room, guy goes in the stairwell, you snap the neck, and you go back to report to the giver of this job, which is just like a, what's that now?
The giving tree?
The giving tree, yes. The giver of the tree, or the giver, which is a different story. Anyways, there's a merchant in town who was the guy who gave you this job. Simple, unassuming looking guy. Runs a business out of a place actually not far from where Emmy Lilac has her business in downtown Hell Harbor. His name is Killian Kirby. And as you come back, he pays out the money. He's like, I heard the word spreading already. Imagine this is like next day or two, and yeah, I've heard that the target is downed. Did you have any trouble?
Shake my head no.
You seem to be quite proficient in this line of work. We've been looking for, I've been told to keep my eye out for anybody who... Quiet proficient. I've been told to keep my eye out for any possible talent that might, might progress in this type of thing. Are you interested in continuing?
Yeah, I'll get on my little pad and I'll write, "Death is natural, money talks."
Okay. All right. Well, I'll pass along what you said, and if you're going to be around for a while, maybe somebody will get in touch with you here in the next few days.
I'll nod and take my leave.
Okay. Let's see. He also, for completing the job, in addition to the cash money, he gives you a pair of obsidian goggles.
Oh, huge.
And he's like,
wow.
If you do more work in this, perhaps these will help you keep your targets in sight.
It's actually really huge.
If true.
If true. Obsidian goggles.
Trying to
find them.
Added them to my list.
Did we take the scrolls or the wand?
It's up to you. Each of you can choose whatever you want to.
Oh, so it's like okay. Yeah.
All right. I think that is everybody. That is downtime in Hell Harbor. It only took us like an hour and a half. That was a long time. But
well, I was also gonna add that Bromir would have gone back after one of the weeks, around week 3 maybe, to Satoshi. And I don't know how much it would matter in the future or not, but I'd be like, so I did read over the pamphlet, and I am kind of interested in joining the Pathfinders Guild, but I am gone a lot.
Oh, that's fine.
That's okay.
Oh yeah, of course. We have people all the time. Even I was gone recently on an expedition for quite some time, as you know. You were there. So, yeah, generally speaking, we'd like to think of the society as being more about enabling our members rather than confining them. So, you know, when it's convenient for the Pathfinder, for you to help out the Pathfinder Society, we might ask you to do something. And when you need help from us, we're always happy to provide information, supplies. You know, if you're interested in joining, we do have a small initiation ceremony.
I am good with ceremonies.
Okay. Yeah. I'll put in the documents to get all that paperwork in motion, and we'll set a date.
Sounds good. Yes.
I would definitely also follow up the following morning with, like a document explaining what the legal contract was, who the holder is, and what recourse they have to get out of the contract since they're losing so much money, and then point out a couple like loophole areas maybe if I can.
Well, and of course, if you recall, it was a verbal contract, so I imagine you kind of like write up what you understand the principal parts of the contract to be, and kind of summarize your argument, I guess. That's kind of what you have in mind?
Yeah, that's pretty much what I have in mind.
Yeah, I think the one thing Wesley would like to know about that situation is, what does Keats get out of the deal?
You could roll diplomacy or diplomacy to gather information. And I'd say since you've been in town for 5 weeks, this will be just something you kind of ask around about.
Can I aid him?
Yes,
sure.
Please.
All right. Well,
do we get to pick the scrolls and wand, or do you just?
You get to pick.
Common.
Can I use hobnobber to lower the DC, or or increase the amount of information we find?
Okay, sure. Yeah, I'll say we'll reduce the DC since you're going to be kind of just making it more efficient.
Yep. And then diplomacy. Yep.
Yeah.
for the aid.
I knew that was going to happen.
Yeah, I knew it. Like, 17.
You're going to roll the
no.
hobnob to lower the DC to remove.
But it's just a regular fail.
Yeah, it's just a regular fail on the aid, and he got the 23. So,
so you learned that Vane Keats he's not the most powerful pirate, free captain, but he does have kind of like he sort of made it his thing to take over sort of ownership, if you will. It's not really ownership, but more like governorship of a lot of these smaller towns. So like Chalk Harbor, Drenchport, Drowning Rock, and a few other small towns are like basically places that he's the governor of. And because they're so small, nobody really cares that much that he's kind of running them all. But it's turned out to be pretty lucrative for him. But one of the things that he's trying to do is sort of, get people excited, get people moving to these places. And so he came up with this idea to have the circus go around to his towns and put on the show. And, obviously our favorite ringmaster didn't realize how unprofitable this would be for him and kind of signed on to it.
He got screwed. The guy didn't have bad intentions, but he did kind of get screwed.
Right.
Yep.
Did we get any indication as to what kind of ruler he is, or is he just basically like saying I'm the governor and taking tribute, or is he actually trying to?
He does take tribute, and like the circus seems to mostly be doing it out of a sense of goodwill / self-interest, but he's like providing entertainment to cities that really probably need more like basic, services, not necessarily entertainment. So it's like, it's not that he's necessarily a bad governor or doing anything particularly evil. He may be, maybe not the best use of time or resources to do this, but
didn't you also mention that he didn't really care about the welfare of the participants in the circus?
Yeah, no, he hasn't. He's not really concerned about how they're doing, basically.
Right.
And the same is true of the towns. He's just not, he's not out there like killing people or stealing money from the poor, but he does, of course, reap taxes from them. So
okay.
It's all about the financial gain aspect of it all.
And it's like, because he runs like 5 of these little tiny towns, he actually does pull a pretty decent profit, even though each of them individually is not worth a lot.
My main goal is trying to just maybe get a little political power to help push him towards releasing them out of their contract.
Are you going to run against him in the upcoming election? A little political power?
Pirate election?
I mean,
hey, we're going out to sea so we can have a new election. I'll meet you out there. Cannons ready.
Basically, yeah. That's how we're going to do it.
That's how we do elections in the shackles, baby.
Yeah.
I'll vote for you, Taven.
Sweet. Glad I got your support. Cheers.
You'll be acting governor.
Before we talk about cash money, did anybody else want to do anything else with downtime or any of the contacts that you've made?
Is the haggling going to be part of the downtime?
Yeah, the haggling will be after. I think we're going to. I'm going to need to take a short break to use the facility, and we can do the money and stuff after.
Okay. Get your campaigns ready, folks.
That's right. Okay. Well, let's take a little 5-minute break, and I'll see y'all in a little bit. Yep. Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome back. Hello. I mean, I guess that DT was more like about an hour because we did bullshit for like 30 minutes, right?
When did we not bullshit?
I mean, right. True. True facts.
No printer.
I think if we do another one of these, I'll really push to do the rolls beforehand so we can just do the wrap up, in the sesh, and then that way it'll be 15 minutes or so.
Yeah.
Is Tucker around?
Yeah.
I think I hear Ribble, but I don't see Ribble. Is that right?
Yeah, I'm eating pineapple.
Take your time. You said pineapple?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just putting in all 5 of these level 3 scrolls.
Oh, what did you get?
So I took Liamon's Tiny Cozy Cabin, Crashing Wave, Dive and Breach, Earthbind, and then I'm looking at the last one right now.
Oh, that's huge. Yeah, I didn't really think about the fact that you're a wizard, so you can scribe these things.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Hot. Good
Probably
choice.
gonna take haste.
Yeah. Good one.
Yeah. Gravity
Chris, do you know what
cool too.
Do you know what you're taking?
I'm pretty sure I'm gonna take a wand. That would be more useful. Maybe I don't know. I'm leaning towards a wand though. I just can't decide which one. It's going to be one of those that's like I don't want to spend a. It could be neat to have, but I don't want to spend a slot on to have it always done.
Right.
Like
Daily
Wands are
buffs
reusable,
are
or
always
they're
good
one time?
ones.
which ones?
Any wands that can give you a buff for most of the day are always going to be extremely worth it.
I was leaning, and I don't think there's like a whole lot of those at 2nd level.
Tailwind would be the
That's
most
not
popular.
divine. No.
I gotta have a divine.
Or you could pick up a little,
I could.
spellcasting archetype. A little dip.
That's what I did.
I got it planned, but it's a little bit down the road. Trick magic item.
There you go. Yeah, I mean, trick magic item is perfect for that kind of wand because you got plenty of time to do it.
Yeah.
I took gravity well for my last one.
I didn't realize I was muted.
Wands can be used once per day, and then you can overcharge it once per day with a chance of it breaking.
You should take the scrolls and do spells that Hadron is not doing, and then sell those scrolls to Hadron because he can copy them down in his spell book. He gets new spells more, and you make additional money. That's the Tavam take on the whole thing.
The Tavam
I'm not
take.
buying scrolls off you, I'm sorry.
Right.
I gotta spend all the gold I just earned on learning these fucking scrolls.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying to be unreasonable in the pricing of the said scrolls. I'm just
to come out ahead.
you come out
really cheap
ahead.
for
It
me,
helps him. It comes up with a part.
It's a win-win.
It's a win-win all around.
The Tavam take.
And that's the Tavam take.
That's the Tavam take.
And you can take it to the bank. That's the Tavam take.
Yeah, Chris, you might look at like contingency spells. Those are the ones that are like they have a duration 24 hours.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for, but I'm not seeing a whole lot of
You got
those.
lucky number, instant armor.
Instant armor. I must have misunderstood.
Lucky number is roll d20, make a note of the result. You gain the following reaction. Once you use the reaction, the spell ends. Blah blah blah. That's my number. Trigger, you roll your lucky number as your d20 result on a non-secret attack roll, saving throw, or skill check. Effect, you call upon the fortune stored within your lucky number to re-roll the triggering check. So basically, I guess if you roll low on your lucky number, then that's good. Because then if you roll that low thing, you can use this reaction. I mean, it's probably never, ever going to happen, but you never know.
What is the instant armor?
That's a great one for Tucker because he always rolls the same shit over and over again.
That's true.
You said it has to be common.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it does have to be common.
What do I do? Just look up spells, 3rd rank common.
Yeah. There are some different ways to filter the lists if you want to get fancy. But
3rd rank or 5th rank? What am I?
Third
rank.
Third rank. Okay.
Well, if you're doing a wand, it's 2nd rank. If you're doing scrolls, it's 3rd rank.
Oh.
Which are you wanting to just sell it afterward or no?
I mean, I thought wands were a one-time go.
Oh yeah, no, they're once a day.
So
And then also the overcharge.
once a day, find something that makes me faster. Because getting up on people quickly.
Do you cast any spells? I mean, you
I
can
do.
always.
I've got one
always-
spell. I gave it like when you gave us the little when we went down the whirlpool. I got a little spell, but it doesn't mesh with my build. I should have read
Okay.
it a lot better.
I mean, one thing you could do if you want speed, what you do is you get a wand of Tailwind, level 2, and every morning you hand it to Hadron and tell him to cast it on you. And it lasts for 8 hours. So
now, why would I have him cast it on me instead of me cast it?
Because you can't.
Because you can't use it because you're not like a, even though you can
I'll
cast
buff
a
you, bro.
spell, you're not a spell caster. You have to have like a certain, like an archetype feat in a spell casting archetype or something like that gives you
Gotcha.
the spell casting benefits basically to be able to use wands and scrolls.
Oh, okay.
Unless you have like trick magic item, right?
Mm-hmm. But here's a link to the Tailwind if you want to look at that.
Okay.
But the second level version is 8 hours long and it gives a plus 10 foot status bonus to your speed. So that would be a hot pickup.
You know, I could just learn that with that common spell, right? It's arcane.
Yeah, you can. But I mean, the benefit of having the wand is that you don't have to spend your slot on it. You know,
Mhm.
Yeah, that's true.
I can just hand you the wand in the morning. You cast a spell, hand it back.
I
and
didn't
then
think
you've
about
got all your
that.
slots.
I could do something arcane with that as well.
Everybody just comes up to Hadron in the morning. Bonk.
Bless me, Hadron.
Hey, sir, may I have the wand?
I mean, I guess. Well, wait. Can it target other people? I don't see a target on Tailwind. Oh no, it's personal, isn't it?
Yeah, you can only do it on yourself.
Bingo
Oh.
bongo.
Well, I am gonna learn that, and
I'll take that back. That was a terrible idea, Luke. You can't do that.
Yep.
It was worth a shot. I'm kind of leaning towards maybe augury.
Yeah, that's a cool one. That's always fun.
As long as you're okay with that. That would drive me nuts as a GM.
Yeah, probably most of the time I'll just be like, you don't learn shit.
It's
But it could be fun.
the return is either good, bad, or a mix. So obviously it's going to be a
Mix.
mix every time.
Mix. Yeah, no. If you do take it, I'll try to have it be helpful at least some of the time.
Okay. I just don't know how helpful it'll actually be. I was also thinking of water breathing. I know Hadron took the spell, but if we got it on a wand,
Yeah, that's not bad.
it
Not
may
a bad
be
idea.
one of those convenience things, or maybe water walk, but that's only one creature at level 2 or rank 2.
Okay, let's talk cash money here. Who all is participating in the haggle? What that means is that you'll either be rolling the main check or you'll be rolling an aid check on the haggle, and you'll have to abide by the results, whether they're good or bad, for the sale and purchase of any items that you want to make during this period.
I will be participating.
Even the ones that
I
we've
will
already
be
purchased.
aiding.
Not any that you've already purchased. No.
Okay. I will.
So I'm just
I'll
getting
do
this
the
out of the way for the day.
If it's diplomacy, I'll do the roll. I'll do the actual check.
I guess it could apply to items you've already purchased. Yeah, anything you've purchased in Hell Harbor, it would apply.
Okay.
To.
Perfect.
You said we could use intimidation for an aid too for the haggle.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, you can aid with any diplomacy, deception, or intimidation. But the main check will have to be diplomacy.
Who's
I
rolling
think-
the main check?
I think it's going to
Trick
be
Chris, I
Chris.
think was.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna be in the hag with an
I'll
aid.
be
Okay.
I'll be in the hag with an aid.
I'm aiding.
Is Falder in the hag?
I don't think I have anything that I can use for it. I'll probably just bring us down.
Okay.
Same.
Well, I mean, yeah. It'll probably.
Oh baby. We
No
wanted
pressure.
the golf scores for this. Right?
Anybody can roll.
Who is?
Luke, what are you
Who's the
rolling? Are you in
lead?
the hag?
Yeah, I could use a little takeaway. What'd you say we could use intimidation?
Yeah,
Yes.
that's one.
Why not? Are you fucking shitting me? No, that's not happening.
Well, I don't feel bad anymore. Oh shit.
Now you feel bad again. Hey, we
Yeah.
got a success.
But that's a success.
+1. Dom, you can't do any worse than that. I mean,
Okay, now.
Oh, I probably can since I can't roll above a 5. So
okay.
All right.
No society. Like.
All right.
damn.
Just gonna be a +1 for you, Chris.
All right. And in the interest of accountability, I'm going to turn off the glasses associability so that I don't get that item bonus. Since technically it would.
You bought them later. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't buy them before. Okay.
Well, I did, but
Well, then
As
put them
part
on.
of this. Yeah.
Oh, as part of this.
yeah,
Yeah.
because
Well,
if
I'd
this is
say
going to be,
if you want to sacrifice the discount on glasses of sociability, then you could use the benefit.
what is so? What are my if I succeed?
So a
much of-
success on this will be a 10% reduction in price. A critical
Okay.
success will be a 15% reduction in price, and a critical failure will be a 5% increase in price. A failure will result in no change.
I like those odds.
They're not bad
The hero
odds.
point, right?
Yeah,
I'm banking
I-
on
I
that.
do.
You still
Dude,
got like
Bucky.
13.
I do. No, I'm still sitting at my 3 permanent ones. So yeah,
Oh.
I'm gonna go ahead and leave them off.
Permanent.
Well, non-expiring ones. Let's.
He has 3 hero points at all times forever.
Oh no! I'm gonna use one.
Okay.
Oh, hold
Believe
on.
in you.
I got to mark that I have one, and I'll have to take it out of my notes there.
Down to 2 permanent. We finally got one of your
Oh,
he tuckered it. He tuckered it. He
Tuckered it.
Oh, no.
That is just a regular failure. So no change.
Not
Okay.
Enterprise. Hurts.
Yeah. Man. Wow. Good one. AutoZone.
That's right.
So yeah, everything will be at list price, or if you're selling things, 50% of list price.
Oh.
Okay. Well, I'd like to sell whatever wand I get.
Okay. So yeah, you get 80 gold pieces from it.
Well, I won't be buying anything today.
Does that mean I get?
It's only a 10% discount.
I
Come on,
needed
bro.
that 10% discount. and I'm off by 10
I
gold.
think I spent 220 on
Nice.
the pendant and the armor rune, right? You said it's at list price.
Yep, list price.
Okay.
Big if true.
And copper is 10 gold, right? One.
No. 10 copper is 1 silver.
I mean,
10 silver
not.
is 1
Sorry,
gold.
sorry, not fucking copper. Platinum. Oops.
Platinum is 10 gold, yes.
Yeah.
1 platinum, 10 gold.
If that was the case, I have a lot of.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
like,
1
oops.
copper is
I
worth
said
10
the
gold,
wrong
baby. We're
thing.
looking good.
I was like hovering over fucking copper, but I was looking at platinum and I just read copper and I was like, oh wait.
So are
Um,
you yay and naying what we are allowed to buy?
No, if you're buying anything common, level 6 or lower, feel free to just do that. But if you're interested in something uncommon or rare, let me know. You know, you can always like roll to see if you can find it or if it's available.
Well, I'm broke now.
I should- Wesley is seriously looking at a level 1 wand restyle. Change the appearance of 1 piece of clothing currently worn.
Hey, nothing wrong with that, bro.
No. Yeah, I don't know. I'm also considering maybe a rank 2 heal.
Yeah.
I mean, it could come in clutch.
Yeah. Well, I mean, for any kind of situation where, like, if you run out of spell slots or something, you know, you can always do that 2 action John to do a ranged heal.
Yeah. So don't know. I don't know that I'll have a decision tonight, but I'll let you know for sure.
That's fine. Yeah. Yeah, I'd say let's keep going here, and we'll put a little marker here. You know, if somebody needs to, like, oh, I meant to buy this or I meant to buy this, you know, you can kind of call back to this time and say, you know, I bought this at this point. Just as long as you do it with the money you have right now, not money you get later. That'll be fine. So moving forward, I do have a question for you guys. Is anybody going to approach Captain Vane Keats during this time, or have you been keeping your distance?
Not during the downtime, but depending on how my conversation and my presentation went with Arronax, I will be approaching, and I imagine somebody will want to go with me.
Yeah, I'd say if you send the letter to his office, like he said, you get a message back like later in that evening that says that the captain has time to talk to you the following day at lunch. He invites you to lunch at his manor house.
All right, and I'll let Boromir know.
And he does invite you and your friends. So everybody's invited if they want to come.
You want to go have lunch with the acting government, the acting governor of this town?
The thespian governor?
The thespian
Nosh.
Annex?
Nosh.
Anosh? Endymion?
Hell yeah, brother. Let's fucking do it.
Eat, bro.
Yeah. Can't turn down free food.
I think this guy's shady and we can make money with him.
I think this guy's shady and I like it. Okay. So I'm assuming everybody's going. I mean, come on. You know, nobody
Split
said
the
they're
party.
not going. Split the party. That's right. So you all make your way to downtown Hell Harbor, and it's actually off of downtown. It's not like in the middle of town, but there is a section of the city that's sort of partitioned off, where there's this large wall. It's not like a defensive wall, but just sort of a privacy wall to keep people out. And as you approach the front gate, there's a man out front that welcomes you. The Lord Captain is expecting you. Please enter this way. And he opens the front gate for you.
Walk on through. Give him a little nod.
You go through this privacy wall, privacy fence, and you see beautiful green lawn behind, like perfectly manicured. There are trees around. A couple of tropical fruit trees are growing, and generally just like a gorgeous place. Obviously has people taking care of it on a daily basis. The guy who opened the door leads you into the manor, which looks like it's a sort of a sprawling stone structure about 3 stories tall. You would guess maybe this is in like the 10,000 square foot range. So for this sort of place, this is a pretty massive manor house.
As soon as I see this, I want to kind of go to Wesley and say, "Hey, hit me with that prestidigitation. Clean me up."
And then I do myself too. And
You
then
look
when
around at everybody else looking shaggy as fuck.
and then
And
when
I-
Svalder's not looking, I do him too.
Hit the rest.
And then take care of everybody else. There's actually a spell. I don't think it's on the divine. It's something about it's like an illusion spell, and it actually changes your clothes to the appropriate clothing for the situation.
Yeah, I've seen that one. That's pretty cool. So the guy leads you into, through the main door into a dining hall. And the Lord Captain isn't in there when you first arrive, but you kind of get seated, and after a few minutes, he comes striding in finery. You see this guy again. You recognize him from, when you assassinated that other guy. Like, this guy was in the room, just a few minutes prior.
Mm-hmm.
You probably didn't know who he was, but now you're kind of like, you put it together for sure. Welcome. Come, sit. Be comfortable. I don't know that I've met all of you, and he kind of like goes around the group, shaking hands. Does anybody say anything to him in particular, or you guys cordial?
Oh, so far, yeah. I also would have liked at some point to have a conversation with the rest of the officers. And something to the effect of, all right, guys, all kidding aside, when it's just us, fine. All the jokes you want about me being acting captain. But when we're in a professional situation, let's try to keep those back just to maintain maintain appearances, if you.
Sure, Wesley. Sure. I mean, Captain.
Thank you. Decius did give me some good advice to maintain that air of confidence. And that's what I'm going to try to walk into that, as Svalder reminded me.
And I think since he knows my name, I think I'll go around the room and I'll introduce Wesley as captain of our group. And then introduce Salder and Boromir and Heh. And of course, you already know Hadron, who was performing with us.
Yeah, and as he's going around shaking hands, and he shakes your hand, Captain Wesley. Captain Steel Arrow. It's been a long time. You did some work around Vejnu. We didn't meet in person, but I remember seeing your ship from afar. How are things in Vejnu?
It was an interesting time then. We haven't been back since. We've been
I assume you
roaming the
have quite a
seas.
bit of work to do then. Don't tend to take care of themselves. In my experience.
And the work just seems to turn up.
It's like that sometimes.
And I'm okay with
please, have a seat. The food will be out momentarily. So tell me, of your adventures, what's happened since we last encountered you?
Well, we've roamed the seas and rescued some children. Took our fair share. Well,
how very unlike your reputation.
Well, I like to keep people guessing. We like to keep people guessing.
It helps to balance the scales from time to time.
It does, karma and all that.
I don't believe in that. To each their own, I always say.
I suppose in the end, the gods always decide.
Well, I
just
did
out
want
of,
to.
Just out of curiosity, if I may, I'm always curious about my reputation elsewhere. What kind of rumors have you heard about us?
Well, they say that specifically Svalder, but the lot of you are the scourge of Vejnu. I heard that you really, really took it to the place. But outside of that, I think I've heard a great deal of your exploits. There's always a certain uncertainty, shall we say. Stories are often larger than the truth. But seeing as I was in the area for some of the events, I do put some stock in what I've heard.
Well,
that you can be harsh, but it can be fitting in situations. I've been harsh in my day.
Sometimes you need to be. Sometimes that is a requirement when you do what we do. and I will neither confirm nor deny any specific situations.
I was very glad to hear that that you and your crew helped to capture a spy who was here to, I can only assume, report on my activities. Very grateful. Unfortunately, he escaped. But a couple of nights later.
Interesting.
How interesting.
What
be happy to track him down again.
Well, that's strange. I wonder why Chellax would be so interested in your doings.
We have some history, I guess I should say. But enough about that. Let's talk about what you wanted to speak to me about. Tavam, you said you had a request about some sort of legal matter?
Well, yes. Some friends of ours, specifically some friends of our good friend Boromir.
I shift uneasily in my seat.
Have found themselves in a contract that didn't leave the standard, the standard clause that they're allowed to leave said contract if the business venture is not profitable. And we haven't approached Captain
Keats.
Thank you. I was looking at that. We haven't approached Captain Keats yet, but
Captain Keats,
just feel that if we had your support in the matter, we might be able to come to an amicable arrangement to satisfy all parties.
Well, Captain Keats mostly spends his time here in Hell Harbor. He is a good citizen of the city, and we value his contributions. But I also, I'm sorry, I didn't hear what you said there, Bromir.
There was something in my throat. Sorry.
Yes, the dip. You got the dip in your throat. I understand. But we value your contributions as well. I would be willing to speak to him. Without the rest of the council, I don't have the authority to command him to do anything. Per se, and I think
we understand that he's doing what he believes is best for the region, and we just think this was just a slight oversight. If we just have your support in the matter, nothing official, that I think that should be enough, hopefully, to resolve the matter.
Yeah. I'll tell you what. I'll send you a letter, and he's kind of like calls for one of the nearby servants, and they bring him parchment and quill, and he starts penning a letter right there in front of you, and it basically says, "Dear Captain Keats, please lend an ear of understanding to Tavam as he discusses whatever with you," and then he signs it, seals it with his wax, and then hands it to you. I feel like that will possibly aid you. He may still say no, but perhaps that'll be what tips the balance in your favor.
I am most gracious for your assistance in this matter. If there's anything that I can do to return the favor, I'd be just, all you have to do is ask.
Of course, yes. Well, if you hear anything about Mr. Agnew, the spy that you captured,
yes.
I would love to know about it. And remand him back into custody.
Well, I'll definitely keep an ear out and get my nose out and sniff up what I can find.
What the hell?
Okay, that's a lot of senses.
I am a cat,
Right, sure. Yes, of course. That makes a great deal of sense, if you will.
Hey.
Yep.
And about this time, you guys are kind of finishing up lunch. Did anybody have anything else they wanted to talk to the captain about? Okay.
Is there anything else that we should talk to the captain about? And no. I can't think of anything.
So we were digging up these graves outside the city, and
I think I killed your friend.
I think I killed your friend.
I think I dug him up.
Not only did I capture the guy, I broke him out of jail.
This guy's playing us, or he is way not paying more attention than he should.
Yeah.
You never know.
Never know.
We could be the ones getting played.
We very well could be the ones getting played. That's for sure.
I would lean more towards that, yeah.
So as lunch comes to an end, he kind of like stands up. Well, this has been wonderful. You know, it's not that often I get to meet with such surprisingly civilized folk as yourselves. I'm astonished. You're so clean. I don't mean that in an offensive way. You understand how it is on the sea.
Yes, but when one is in port, you must look and feel your best.
I tend to agree with that. And he goes down the line, shakes everybody's hand, and you know when he goes through you, Captain Wesley, he's like, "Captain, it's good to put a face to the name."
Yes, you know, I'm sure we'll be around some more.
Of course, I hope you do.
And if you hear of any other jobs, we'd appreciate throwing us a bone once in a while.
If something comes up that would be appropriate for sailors of your caliber, I'll be sure to let you know.
I do have the best crew.
I hope the tariffs weren't too punishing when you came in.
No, I mean it's just a matter of doing business.
Of course. Well, gentlemen, I bid you good day.
Thank you again for your time.
I said good
I said
day.
good day.
I knew it was
I
coming.
knew that was coming.
And
You know
as
it's
soon as
coming.
we get on the other side of the door,
Mm.
it would be a muffled scream that you hear me say. It's like, acting, Captain. It was acting.
Said what?
As soon as we closed the doors, acting. I was like holding it in the whole time.
Oh man.
That was very
Okay.
difficult for me to do.
I understand,
Bromere.
but remember, this is for your friends. This is for your friends, Bromere.
It is why I did not do it.
Very good. You're growing. I'm proud of you, Bromere.
Now let's grow a little more and get out of here before we get caught talking about it.
You don't have to tell me twice about growing. We go.
Okay. So yeah, you guys make your way out of there. Where are you heading?
I think we all should like sit down and do a little catching up of what everybody's been up to the last few weeks. I know we haven't had
Maybe
time
not
to-
everything.
Passing.
and maybe not everything, but you know, hit the highlights. Maybe we should have done that before we met with this guy.
Skip conversation.
Yeah. Maybe we just had a nice lunch. Maybe we should go have a nice dinner in a quiet, reserved
Let's have-
room and
Have another meal.
yeah.
Okay. So yeah, let's say you guys meet up in a maybe a tavern or something that has a private room.
The meal of destiny.
The meal of destiny.
That's what we have.
Do you guys want to role play any of the conversation, or you just kind of share everything except for digging up graves?
Except for digging up graves.
Guys,
If
you won't.
So save them. I dug up some graves.
That's I got you one up there. You know the Agnew guy. I captured him, right? And then I freed him for the firebrands.
It was a catch and release program you did?
Pretty much, but don't let that get out there. I'm gonna have to catch him again.
A constant source of income.
It's beautiful. It's the best pyramid scheme I
The
can think
old-
of.
The old copper on the string trick.
That's what we need to do. We need to do a scheme. We need to get somebody to pose as a spy to get Cap so that we can capture him, get him in prison, break him out, kill him, and then do it all over again.
There you
Tevez,
go.
I think we found a new play of this game. That's
Yeah.
all we're gonna do.
We're gonna stop adventuring and just
Taven
yo
was
this
gonna-
Agnew guy.
He's gonna dress up as a spy. We're gonna capture him.
Might
mean,
have
I
missed
think-
it. But what was the result of the Diplo check?
No change. So list price for everything.
Okay.
And I missed the guy's name that we were talking to, that we had lunch with.
Arronax Endymion, the
Endymion,
governor
okay.
of the
Gotcha.
Harbor.
Now, is there any chance that I could actually see what he was writing when he wrote that letter?
Yeah, it's basically what I said. Yeah, you would have seen him. Well, I guess. Yeah, you would have seen him.
I would have seen it. Okay, I just because I'm really hoping he didn't say, "Kill these motherfuckers," roll it up, stamp it, and we're delivering our own execution papers.
That's so Taven of us. You know?
I know it would be so Taven of us.
That's so Taven. Okay.
Talking Taven.
What are you guys doing? You've all synced up, I'm assuming. Oh, one question. Does He mention anything about the assassination? Or does he keep that to himself?
Yeah, I will be keeping that to myself. Because, one, I don't know their relationship.
Mm-hmm.
So, was it friendly? Was it business? Was it they're not friendly? They just kind of have to work with each other? I think I'm going to keep that to myself till I can at least... I don't know if I really care to go back and learn enough of the guy that I killed.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I'll probably just... I mean, I assume I got the guy's name that I killed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would have had a name. Hadlesh.
Concerns me is I didn't give my name to capture that, but he knew it was me.
You have a face.
I do have one of those faces.
I mean, he did seem to know about the crew in general. Like he knew about you guys, and from what he said from before.
That also caught my attention.
But according to him, he never met you face to face before.
I'm actually really wondering if he wasn't the guy behind our.
Are you saying that we need to go check out on this guy?
I think we should probably do some checking up on him. I mean,
side quest.
How information gathering.
Information gathering, and I do have some stuff that we can use to try to do some information gathering now. I believe.
Oh. Should we gather the information before we seek out this guy, or after, or both?
Well, I think the first thing we should do is go talk to Keats, and then we start gathering information about what Annex potentially may know about us, or how involved he may have been in how we got here, if he was involved at all. I just have a feeling.
I think we also should probably gather some information about Vishnu.
Mm-hmm.
Find out what happened there. What did we do while we were not ourselves?
Yeah. That's a good call.
So do we just walk around talking to people? I mean, surely.
Yeah, so for gathering information, it's typically, let's see, let's look it up so we can.
Surely we want to be a little bit more,
respect.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Instead of just.
Yeah, there's a feat for that too. I'm going to get to them eventually.
So typically, gathering information takes 2 hours, but sometimes more, just depending on the GM. And then Hobnobber lets you do it in half the time, right? Is that right?
Yeah. Hobnobber lets me do it in half the time.
Okay.
Plus, I need to role play some Canary Network stuff.
Okay. So you guys were wanting to get information about what happened in Vishnu and about Arronax, or about Keats, or both?
I was thinking Arronax. We need to talk to Keats with the letter, but I was thinking we need to do some investigation into Arronax.
I would also like some information on Keats too, though, especially to have some information before we go talk to him that's more ammo. Possibly.
Yeah. Knowledge
is power and whatnot.
Okay. All right, give me I'm going to say normally this much information I would probably call it like 6 hours. So with Hobnobber, it'll just take you 3. So we'll just say basically you'll spend most of the afternoon gathering information, and then you'll still have some daylight to go talk to Keats if you want to afterward.
Okay.
So who's rolling that hot check?
I believe in you, B. Will.
So we're doing gather information. So we're doing diplomacy.
Diplo, yeah.
So, anybody want to aid?
Can I aid with society?
I'll allow it.
Hey.
I mean, if you
Do
want
you
to
have
roll,
that skill feat? Maybe I should. No, you shouldn't be able to do that because you need to have that skill feat.
What?
Isn't there a skill feat? It's the skill feat.
Oh, he needs to have the what's it called?
I never can remember this. It's streetwise. Use society to gather information and recall knowledge.
Streetwise, hold on. I don't think I have that. No.
So just Diplo and Tim, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
yeah, I will do an aid.
Diplo?
Diplo.
Dip high.
Dip med.
Yeah, let's
No.
dip high.
Oh.
That's high.
Wow.
That's an aid
That's-
check.
Oh,
Oh. Well.
it's critical.
Crit? Yeah.
Oh, hey, John was
Because
aiding too.
I'm
Okay.
assuming, I'm assuming because B. Will said he was going to make the roll.
Okay. Yeah.
I probably should have let you do it, but yeah.
I wouldn't have rolled the 16.
No.
You got a
But
plus
your
2.
bonus is so hot.
No, I got
plus
that.
2 on that, B-roll.
Should have
Shit.
let acting
let-
captain roll.
Yeah. Should let
Classic.
Captain. Because I used my hero points, and I had to use my hero points earlier, so
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
just
Um,
I'll do the. I can do the talking next time.
with a
Yeah.
14, I'd say you don't learn a lot. I'll say you do learn that Captain Keats is known to have kind of a contentious relationship with, like kind of a rivalry with another pirate who operates on Devil's Arches, which is this island. And he runs a town called Mezdrubal.
What's that?
The pirate is Mezdrubal, and the pirate's name is Longbeard. That's all you learn about Keats. Vejnu, it's not terribly uncommon knowledge, especially in a larger place like this where there's more news and information, that Vejnu was basically completely destroyed. It was a town that used to exist on an island, and you guys, by all reports, razed it to the ground. It was
We raised it.
Yeah. According to what you hear, it was quite the massacre. You do also learn that the former town of Vejnu was basically a slave trade hub. That's what they did there.
Oh, I'm not mad then.
Is that the town that we came out pretty roughed up in?
I mean, you guys haven't been to Vejnu in play, as far
Okay.
as you know. This is what you're hearing about, like maybe happened in the 2 years.
That was in
supposedly.
Drenchport, was it?
What was in
that we-
Drenchport?
Where we got attacked in the back
Oh,
alley
yeah,
By the
right,
faceless
yeah.
stalkers.
by
Yeah.
the faceless stalkers.
Yeah, that was in Deport. But I will say, after researching this, that is enough for you to lock in the location of Vejnu.
I have more questions though. Now I'm
Okay.
curious about this long beard.
We'll get to that. Are you guys able to see that? Whoops. It's
New
west.
what?
Can you
See
see
it
the
being-
text?
I can see you
It says
blinking, but
Vejnu.
yeah, I see the text, but
Oh,
I don't
okay.
see
It's all
Yeah.
black. Yeah.
Yeah. That's fine. Just so
Yeah.
you can see the text, so you know that's where Vejnu is. It's on that little
Wow, that's a ways away.
That's a little ways away. About Arronax and Endymion, yeah, I'm gonna say with a 14, you really don't learn anything more than you already knew. You hear a lot of the same rumors about him being a former Chilaxian admiral or captain, but that's it.
Okay.
I want to go talk to Emmy Lilac.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I'd say, I mean, as part of the gather information, if you want to go talk to her, that'd be fine.
Yeah.
She runs a little shop downtown that's like some magical knickknacks. It's like talismans and spell hearts and that kind of thing. So as you walk in, you can see there's a little mark on the door that Odno has shown you now. That means like that it's a canary spot. That the mark is only known to firebrands of a certain level.
Of a certain level.
So you've been granted enough information to know the marking.
Nice.
Is this by yourself you're doing this, or are we all with you?
I probably do this by myself and with Ogno.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, you walk into the shop and a little bell rings as the door hits it. And Emmy is a very unassuming looking, nice human woman. She's wearing like an apron that's a little bit dusty, and you can see the talismans are just kind of all over the place. Some of them are new, some of them are older. It's a very just unassuming shop, very basic setup. And as soon as you walk in, she's like, come in. Always happy to have more customers.
Hi, Emmy, how are you? I'm looking around to see if anybody else is in the shop right now, or if it's just us.
There is one other person in there, but they leave after just a couple minutes, and then it's just you guys.
So, Emmy, I'm looking for something roughly in the range of maybe 1 gold piece. Specifically, and I kind of look around. What kind of network, what kind of pool do you think, Arronax has? How far is his reach from here?
Arronax is a member of the Pirate Council. He is quite powerful in the shackles. Come on back. And she like takes you through a door, into the back area where it's quiet and secluded. He's not the most powerful member of the council, but there are only a handful of members, so he is certainly a force to be reckoned with in the area. I don't recommend getting on his bad side, if that's what you're asking.
Oh, that's kind of what I'm alluding to. Do you know how far his circle of power reaches? Does it reach outside the shackles?
I don't believe so. I'm not super versed on his history, but I think because of supposedly his past with Cheliax, he doesn't leave the shackles often.
I was wanting to dig a bit deeper. What would we be looking at? What would that set somebody back?
I could look into things for you if you'd like. Always happy to find information for new and up and coming members. Been hearing good things.
Oh, good. I hope to give you many more good tidings of my flamboyant activities.
Of course. Perhaps a down payment of 15 gold pieces, if you'd like for me to research further. And then depending on what I find, maybe that will cover everything, and maybe there will be more cost.
I see. I hate to say it, at the moment I don't have that amount on me. I'll have to bring that back by.
Of
But
course.
I can definitely, buy one of these amulets and offset a gold piece down and let her pick me out one of her little trinkets to give me.
She hands you a trinket.
Just a trinket, yeah. I figured as much. But hey, I'm trying to make it a better impression. I wish I had more money.
Sometimes
So,
it's like that.
yeah, sometimes I like that. I probably, but I'll be back. I'll be back in the next day or two with your down payment.
Of course. I
appreciate your time, Emmy. Thank you so much. If there's something I can do for you, let me know.
Oh, I definitely will reach out. What inn are you staying at?
I'm staying
Inn?
aboard the ship. I'm not staying at the inn right now. I'm staying aboard the Wayward Sun in the harbor.
Yes, of course. Okay. Yes, I'll send someone by if I need something done.
I appreciate it, Emmy. I'll actually take my hat off and give her a nice little bow and head out.
She curtsies.
And then when I'm done, I want to get the group back together and say, "Hey, Captain,
I'm
I'm
a pirate."
a pirate. Yeah, I'm a pirate. Captain, I need 15 gold for an investment, and I don't have the cash. And I've been going over the party's funds, and we don't have the cash there either. We need a job.
Devum. Why didn't you just ask her for half of the information for half of the payment?
Because I didn't have 7 gold pieces either. That's why. You must know, I spent all my money on these fabulous boots. Do you not like my boots? They're awesome boots. You can actually say I'm Puss in Boots.
Wesley did buy some new fine clothing. I didn't quite want to spend the money on the exquisite clothing or the fancy dress clothing, but he does like it a little fine.
Clothing.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Tavam, if you can assure me that this investment is necessary, I will loan you the gold myself.
I think it's definitely necessary. Hopefully we'll get some valuable information out of this. It may take some time, but hopefully we'll get a good return on the investment. And if we don't, I will pay you back.
May I ask what this is in reference to? I think I missed part of the conversation.
Digging into Arronax.
Arronax. Okay.
Yep.
Very well. I will drop him the 15 gold. That 15 gold, right?
Yep, 15 gold.
Yep. Okay. It's yours.
I appreciate it, Captain.
We look out for each other. We're a team.
Yep.
It may take more than a day or so for her to get information back. Do you guys want to wait, or do you want to go talk to Keats now? How do you want to proceed?
I would like to take the time to wait so I could look around and ask about Longbeard.
Okay.
Yeah, at this point, I'm going to say this is up to Bromir when we go.
I mean, the sooner the better, but because we found out a little bit about this Longbeard guy and Keats, might be at odds, we might be able to know a couple of things. This is me talking, not in character, obviously, but we could figure out what kind of person our pirate Longbeard is. If he is a worse person than Keats is, maybe Keats isn't that bad. Obviously he's not the worst pirate, but he's not great because of the way Bromir perceives him as the way he's treating, his friends in the circus.
Taking
so
advantage.
It's a big negative. Yeah, big negative.
Mm-hmm.
But he could just be misinformed. Or, maybe Longbeard is a decent guy and Keats is even worse than we actually perceived, and we could learn that through Longbeard.
Because I was planning on playing it like, Keats isn't such a bad guy. He just doesn't really really care. And so if we approach this right with this, we should be able to get him out of the contract.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
But, it could be another avenue that we can take if we can't talk him out of the contract.
I mean, yeah,
we might be able to use leverage with Longbeard.
we could always drop some information to Longbeard.
Yeah. Maybe Longbeard takes Keats out for us, and that absolves the contract and his death. Yes.
Go ahead and roll the diplomacy check. Whoever wants to lead that for this gather information.
I would be.
Okay.
I will be more than happy to roll it.
8 check.
Failure to aid.
Yep.
Anybody else?
I'm gonna try with intimidation. I'm gonna be a little bit more menacing in my.
Oh, it's a case of good cop, bad cop, or not.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not.
I will
Okay.
also try with
I'll-
intimidation
I'm gonna
Okay.
try a reroll. What the hell?
As the hangry cop.
Okay, I'll tuck
Oh,
the old
classic.
Tuckerito.
oh my gosh. Okay.
It's a
Bromir.
Tucker roll night.
So +1 from Bromir.
No.
Fighting people.
Yeah, Bromir, you did get.
Oh,
I
thought I
you
rolled
got-
a
Yeah,
3.
15. Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, weird. Okay.
I think Luke was rolling right then, and his was the 3.
I was
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
They're
Okay.
very similar dice.
Here goes.
There was the 3. That was the 3 I was
a
talking about.
19. It was on the 19th. It was on the 19th.
Oh,
You got 2 other permanent hero points.
They're permanent. You'll always have
No.
permanent.
I mean, honestly, the way
No.
rolls have been going tonight, it's a 50-50
No.
shot. that I'm
Look,
leaning
No.
towards.
You'll get 2 back next session. That's why
I
I've always
will.
been saving my last one.
I will roll. I would roll a 1. I just no.
The odds are in your favor.
I mean, I still rolled a 17.
Yeah.
Not great.
It's better than what B-Roll rolled last time,
Yes.
but
Yeah.
only by 3. I'd say about Longbeard, he's like a kind of a petty pirate, much smaller in scope and reach than Keats. He pays tribute to Hull Harbor every month, and he is known to pay his tribute begrudgingly. You know that he is vain. He's very vain.
More
and a
vain
lot
than
of-
vain.
Huh?
More vain
no,
than
Captain
vain.
Longbeard is vain. Captain Vane is not vain.
He's
Is it?
so
is
he
he-
is more vain than vain.
More vain.
Is he
than vain.
veiny?
Is he more vain than Dovum?
Nobody's that vain.
I didn't think so.
He is
So,
known for his love of fine clothing, even to the point that like a lot of merchants actually go to Mezdrubal to sell fine clothing, even though it's not really that big of a place.
That's why we keep on seeing merchant ships going that direction, huh?
I should have bought the better clothes.
So is Longbeard and Keith at odds? Like, are they always impeding on each other's territories, or like a constant skirmishing, or just
Yeah,
they have like
there's not really skirmishing per se, but you know that they've quarreled in public in the past, like in polite
Mhm.
society. They've had some
like
disagreements.
they're men and
Polite society, of course. I mean, these are pirates we're talking about, but you know,
sure, of course.
the free captains do have sort of a loose agreement of
Guidelines.
ordered chaos, basically. Yeah,
Yeah.
guidelines.
They're more like
Um,
suggestions.
Yeah. So they've clashed in the past, and I'd say, yeah. I mean, with the 17, I think that's all you learn.
Okay.
Maybe we can try again when we increase in power.
Yeah, I'd say after that, you do hear back from Emmy. Let me. So she tells you that Arronax has been a little obsessed lately with basically events in Port Peril with the queen of the shit. I forgot her name. Hold on. She has a title, the Hurricane Queen.
Okay.
So the Hurricane Queen is the head of the Pirate Council. Her name is Tessa Fairwind, and so he has been sort of at odds with her. And you know that you learn that that's sort of the direction that his current machinations are leaning.
Who's been at odds with her? Who?
Arronax is at odds with her.
Okay.
The pirate. So they're both members of the council. She's the head of the council, and has been for a few years now.
The Hurricane Queen.
Yeah, the Hurricane Queen. She is pretty young, and that's one of the kind of one of the issues that he has with her is that she's basically an upstart. The way he sees it, like he's an older. I mean, he's not even that old, but he would be like in his 40s. Where she's in her 20s probably. So he's not exactly happy with her leadership, even though a lot of the other members of the Pirate Council don't have any problem with her. Locally speaking, you do learn that Arronax has been kind of considering replacing Longbeard as governor of Mezdrubal. And there are other actors vying for the governorship, and of course one of them is Thane Keats. He wants to add it to his stable of hoes, if you will.
It's looking to annex.
Excuse me.
Sorry, what was the name of that town again? Miramar?
Mezdrubal.
Mezdrubal.
As you guys have been. Oh, oops. This is the location of Mezdrubal, just southwest of Hell Harbor.
Amy, that's a lot to digest. I really appreciate it.
Of course.
Gonna help us out. I hope. I have no idea if it's gonna help us out or not, but yeah.
It's interesting to learn that he's at odds with Tessa Fairwind. I believe she's pretty beloved by most of the other free captains. This is my first hearing that someone had a specific disagreement with her.
Interesting. Very interesting. Well, if keep an ear out if you hear anything else, that might be worth a mention. Come find me.
Of course. I'll send a message to your ship.
Very awesome. I look forward to hearing from you.
That's great.
I'm gonna turn and walk out since she didn't ask for any more money.
She did not.
She did not. So, all right, I'm walking out. I'll go back to the ship, and when we all meet up, I will relay all that information to everyone.
Okay.
So that's a fair one, dude.
That's a fair one. Seems like she's the big head honcho of the Pirate Council.
Did she happen to be wearing any mega gear? Make Abandego great again? She sounds like that kind of person.
I didn't actually meet, fair wind. I just got a generalized description of her. Did not see any gear of that type, or hear of any gear of that type.
Who knows what the future holds? Maybe we will meet her.
But no new information about the Longbeard. It didn't help us there, but it did give us some more interesting information.
I mean,
this is interesting because it sounds like that we might be in some politics.
Yeah, I hate politics.
I do too, but
only
like
when it can benefit us. Only when it benefits us. I wonder if Longbeard knows that he's potentially going to be replaced with his rival.
Well, that's what that's interesting. Because what if we are replacing Longbeard? Maybe just another thing. If Keats is wanting to take his Longbeard's position, maybe that is another out that we can use to levy against the contract. We step in, take it over for him, and we'd be like, well, if you want this Mezdrubal, you get rid of the contract.
Well, see a few different options. One, we approach him and see how amicable he is. If we have to bring out the letter, we see where we go from there. If we're still not making heads.
But you see, if we do that route, and he is kind of not so easy.
Amicable.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Then we might not be willing to hand over Mezdrubal.
Well, I wasn't going to say we hand over Mezdrubal. I've heard of an assassin.
Oh boy.
Huh.
Save him?
I think his name is pronounced Heh.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Huh.
It's pretty good at this kind of stuff. Because if he goes away, the contract goes away.
Yeah, I should mention, I think, that she would have also mentioned that one of the other, in addition to Keats being considered for governor of Mezdrubal, one of the other people considered for the position was a man named Kadlesh, who was recently assassinated.
No, I wasn't in that meeting, so they kind
You
of
assassinated everybody running for Mezdrubal.
That I'm sure that would have been some of the information that Tatum relayed to us, though.
Oh yeah.
Fun.
Well, when Cadlish comes up, I'll probably kind of
look at the other way,
finger, look around, and y'all come in real close, and then I'll get up my little pad and pen, and
I've got the secret to write to you guys.
Do a little stick figure, write Cadlesh on top of it. Right.
Yeah.
X's on the eyes.
You went into chiropractic and you helped his neck out? Awesome.
Oh,
all right.
He slipped on
the
a
worst
doorknob?
lumbar pain, but I solved it. I solved it. He doesn't have it anymore.
No more pain.
Oh, shit.
But I couldn't tell you who. I couldn't tell you who ordered it ahead. It was just paid money, and I had a week off.
Yeah.
I was bored. I killed the guy.
Yeah. Death is natural.
So
natural.
We do know this guy's opponents are being knocked off. We know he has some enemies. We know he has a little bit of power.
And we are also knowing that Mezdrubal is an important city that everybody is wanting to govern.
I wonder.
Well, that's the funny thing, is that it's not that important. It's about a population of 1,000. So it's kind of a wide spot, but for whatever reason, it is sort of a focal point of local political movements.
Do we have it on a map? Is there any?
Yeah,
like,
you should be able to see the name.
yeah, I see it there. I remember that. I'm just wondering if there's any potential strategic value of being the governor. Is there anything? Is there any strategic value of having that port under your rule?
It almost seems like, to me, it's. I don't want to call it a pyramid scheme. That may not be the right design.
I would say it's like a stepping stone, really.
All the pirates in the council get governorship of whatever they can hold, and whatever funds they earn from that governorship, they'll pay a portion back to Arronax, and it's just a way of earning money without having to work for it.
Passive
basically,
income,
and it's also power. I mean, you're a lot more powerful if you're a pirate that has governed the city versus not anything
recognition.
Yeah.
So, since we seem to have a decent reputation with them, perhaps when we if we can meet with Arronax again, maybe put our name up there for governorship.
That is what I'm saying, and I think we should. Yes.
Yeah. And then,
And I'm thinking
acting Governor Wesley.
I'm thinking
Thespian governor.
Thespian governor.
I'm thinking if Keats isn't available to run it, there'll be several opening positions for governorships.
Yes.
Yeah, we don't. Yeah, we'll need more. I think we'll need more information before we make that kind of decision. But I do think we need to
go pirating.
Put some kind of plan into action. What kind of ship? You said his ship was just a little bit bigger than ours, maybe a little more gunned, a little more armored. Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely a step above.
Then maybe since we are outgunned in the sea, we do it from the land. Take that out of the equation.
Ooh, a shadow run.
Nice.
Nice. Get your D6s, boys. Let's fucking go.
Somebody say lightning hands? What was it called? Lightning gloves?
Death touch, force 12. Shock gloves.
Shock gloves, that's what it is. Yeah.
Just
a box of D6s.
Full of D6, yeah.
Well, perhaps we could sleep on it tonight.
Yes,
make our decision in the morning.
I do agree with Captain Wesley about the taking of Mezdrubal. There's more profit, pirately speaking, if you will, for us to take over the city than to not. There's advantage.
Yeah, that's true.
If not for the passive income, and it also gives us more reputation.
And it gives us a home port to operate out of.
Exactly.
And if he happens to send assassins our way, if that's what happened, because we're being considered, then I think we will have a legitimate excuse to do the same. Or take care of business ourselves.
Well, if they say no, can't we just point to Vesnu and say that'll happen?
Oh.
You want to get Vashnud, bro?
Yeah. You want to get Vashnud, bro? I'll roll intimidation on that.
We'll make sure nobody wants Mezdrubal.
Yeah, I don't know.
Nobody's going to mess with our balls.
Wow.
Not these
Beautiful.
nuts.
Okay, so let's say you guys sleep on it. You want to? It's 10:22. Do you guys want to keep going? What do we usually stop? 10:30, 11?
Right back in the day, we ran till 12.
We used to go late.
Yeah.
We're down for what else?
But that's usually if we got combat going, we go.
Yeah.
If we take over Mezdrubal, we might get some combat.
Or we might
kick some combat
be
up.
level 5 before we do combat.
Did we level up from the 5 weeks of downtime?
I'm talking about from what we get tonight, we might level up and be
level 5. That was like a pre-sesh, technically.
I was just saying, I don't know if we will or not. And the potential is there.
The GM giveth, and the GM taketh away sometimes. So.
Yeah. I mean, we're only like 125 away. Yeah, we're only 125 away. I mean, so not enough. All right, well, let's go fuck them up then.
All right, what are you guys doing?
Apparently, we're gonna go raise Mezdrubal.
So we slept on it, but
not
we all
yet.
agree with it.
No, that's our plan B. Raising
So we're gonna show
Mezdrubal.
up and like, hey, we're the boss, or you're dead.
Well, I think we have to get sanction from Arronax to be the governor. But okay, so I guess Longbeard's still governor of it.
Shortly, yes. But he is up for re-election, I believe.
Is it an election or
whatever you want to call it? I don't know.
It's like a cabinet post, right?
Guidelines.
Hey, we can't be reelected if you're dead.
That's what the
Jack
knows.
I mean, maybe I reach out to Killian Kirby and see if there's any hits for Captain Beard or.
Okay, you gonna go reach out?
I mean, it couldn't hurt.
BRB.
You actually start to leave the ship in the morning, and there's a messenger on the way. And he like comes up and he's looking around. And he's like, "I'm looking for, message for you." And it's sealed. With no, it's not like any particular signet that you recognize. It's just a wax seal, with no imprint. And I'm assuming you open it and read it.
I do.
It says it's a message from Killian Kirby, and he says, "I've got another job if you're interested."
Well, I'll be shit.
I think I will head on down to the harbor and go find my friend Mr. Kirby.
And like I said, Killian is a half-elf man, nondescript. Looks, I mean, he's not a bad-looking guy, but not like, a lot of half-elves are sort of almost too pretty,
Yeah.
But he's definitely kind of more on the human side of things, I guess. Darker hair, tall, and he greets you as you come in and kind of ushers you quickly into the back room. I'm assuming you're coming alone?
Yeah.
Okay. And he's like, got another job for you. And he holds out a sketch of a person. At the bottom, a name. Captain Longbeard.
Destiny. Destiny.
All right.
He says, as I understand it, this man lives in the town of Mezdrubal. Since you did such good work for us before, if you need help, if you need tools, perhaps I can supply them if you have a specific request.
I wouldn't even know what to ask for.
Normally, I allow contractors to scope out the target first, but seeing as how it's on the other side of the island, I figured I'd ask. If you want to go put eyes on the target first and then make any requests, that would be fine. The contractor has requested a turnaround of 7 days.
Okay. I'll keep nodding. Take the page and I'll kind of look it over, and then I'll flip to the back side and kind of move it around, make sure there's nothing written on the back, and get my little pen and like, how much?
They're offering
2d6 plus 5.
They're offering 50 gold.
All right. I'll take my little piece of paper and give them a little howdy do and head on back, see if we can't make something happen.
Okay. Do you tell the others that you have that, or are you gonna?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, since we were already headed to Mezdrubal, we can at least stop by and make some money.
Okay.
I'm assuming I would have made like because we were talking about this guy the night prior.
Mm. Yeah, you immediately recognize him. Yeah.
Yeah. Would this be something that kind of be like awkward? Like, why is this popping up now, kind of? Or
Coincidence?
Yeah,
I mean,
coincidental.
It's obviously it's interesting because this is the current governor of Mezdrubal. The other guy you killed was someone who was kind of in the running for maybe a replacement.
Yeah.
For that governor. So
we may need to be careful, else we might have to kill ourselves, is what it sounds like.
Yeah, you might get a hit to whack yourself.
I'm wondering, I wonder if we need to find out if there's anybody else other than the guy that's already been killed, and
Keats
for that position, because Keats may not be the one behind it. It could be somebody else behind. Like Keats could be the next one to get assassinated.
I think we should visit Arronax again.
That does make sense, David.
Yeah.
I don't know if he'll see us. We can try. We'll reach out to see if we can get an audience.
Did you tell us, or Luke? Did you tell us word for word what was said, or just the gist of it?
I mean, I'm not going to tell you word for word. I probably would have mined the gist of it. Yeah.
Okay.
So you've got another chiropractic contract? Is that what you're saying? Mm-hmm. Nice.
There's a lot of back pain in this world.
Yeah, a lot of back pain. Good income in that field of work.
Yeah, he's here to end pain.
Yeah.
Forever.
It really is a pain in the neck.
Oh, he relieves pains in the neck.
It's a pain in the neck, but it's very brief, and then it's over.
Little pain now saves you from a lot of pain later.
That's right.
Yeah.
Land Keats or Sea Keats. Nice. Bane Keats. But
parakeets.
Dean Keats, the author?
Dean Keats? Dean Koontz? I think Dean Keats is from Usual Suspect, right?
Oh, yeah, yep, you're right. Yep, my bad.
Is that right?
Yeah, I think you're all right. Keats is the character in Usual Suspects. Because they just call him Keats.
Yeah.
But Koontz is right for the...
Dean
Koontz,
Keaton.
right.
Dean Keaton.
Keaton, yeah.
Keaton, yeah.
John Keats is what I was saying last week.
Yeah.
Which was nobody. It could be somebody.
No, I think he was a poet, right?
John Keats?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was a poet.
Yeah. I knew
you
that.
knew that. You knew that.
They didn't even know it.
You knew it. Instinctively, you knew.
Of course.
Okay.
Subconsciously.
Well, and you know, we...
Go ahead.
Well, I was just thinking we may not need to talk to Arronax. I think we could probably I could probably gather information, maybe just hobnobbing around to see who else is in contention for that position. Or
maybe you guys could gather information if you could roll a fucking Diplo check.
I'm just saying, between the two that can do the numbers high.
Yeah.
Well, how about the two people that talk?
Very
go
Diplo.
talk
if you know what I
Arronax,
mean.
and then the other go scout out Mezdrubal.
You want to split the party?
I mean, what's the worst that could happen?
How far is Mezdrubal?
It's about a day by sea. Over land, it would probably be more like 2.
I mean, I only need, honestly, 5 minutes with him. Maybe an hour to make pleasant conversation before I
listen to this.
Try to throw my name. Yeah, throw my name into the hat for governor of Mezdrubal.
Okay.
I'm pretty good at marketing now. All of a sudden, I can get your name out there.
Nice.
I can put up some posters.
I'm gonna have to urinate again. Let's take a quick 3-minute break. A quick pee minute break, if you will.
A pee minute break, if you will.
Nice. I'll be right back. Hello.
Hello.
Is everybody back?
Yeah.
Is Tucker still awake?
Barely.
Barely.
Love it. Love
I'm
it.
holding on.
Good.
All right. What are we
Puckering
doing?
up.
Super fast. You're going to Arronax? Chris?
That's up to, if Chris wants to go.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. I want to start the ball rolling.
Okay. Yeah, I'd say, it takes you a little while to get in, maybe like a half a day or so, but he does set aside some time for you to come visit. This time it's not for a meal, but just kind of a, quick chat over coffee in the evening.
Yeah. So after making some, pleasant conversation, So, Arronax, I've heard rumors that Mezdrubal is maybe getting a new governor.
Can't always believe everything you hear.
Hmm.
Where did you come across that information?
Oh, here and there. The scuttlebutt around town. I was just
It's
curious. Not that I'm wanting to leave a life on the high seas or anything, but if you're so inclined, I might be interested in a governorship. Just something small, little extra income coming in.
Oh, I see. Oh, okay.
If
I would think you had your hands full with Veshnu at this point. The ports are fairly far apart. Don't you think you might have some difficulty managing both of them?
no, I wouldn't think so. I've got crewmates that I can trust, that I trust with my life to help oversee.
Good to have people you can trust, though usually foolish in my experience.
Well, it's a risk versus reward thing.
I'll tell you what, I'll think about it.
That's all I ask.
Your rumor is not baseless. There's a few names in the hat.
Of course.
Some of the names have gone missing recently.
Well, then, perhaps, if I may beg a favor, if you were inclined to choose me for the position, I'm assuming that would be, perhaps we could keep my name out of the hat, or out of mentions, if you will.
I don't want to die.
I don't want
If that's what you wish, I could avoid mentioning it. I suppose we could spread the word that your name is in contention and perhaps use that to find the source of the disappearances. A little baiting the trap, as it were.
Taven, you know about that, right?
Oh, I'm just saying.
If
I
I got a contract to kill Wesley, it would tell us that somebody's not paying attention.
Yeah. Oh, I can't wait.
Yeah.
I can't believe I'm gonna say this. Okay, so when I first started sailing, it was a fishing vessel, and it didn't take me long to move up to the rank of masturbator.
You're saying you'd like to bait it.
I think I would make a good bait. Now, with that being said, if we were to come across the name of whoever's causing the disappearances, do I have your leave to take care of business as I see fit?
I'll need to see or hear some evidence of this person. I'm not prepared to give you carte blanche at this
Of
point.
course.
But I'm willing to consider the possibility that if someone were to order these assassinations of my hand-chosen people, I would be very displeased with that person.
So if I can come up with the name and evidence, perhaps Mezdrubal would be a suitable reward.
Give me a Diplo check.
Oh,
Right up your alley.
Here we go, baby.
One, am I there?
Acting masturbator.
Am I there with Wesley, or is this a private conversation?
I assume you guys would all go again, but I don't know. It's up to you.
Oh, that's up to Wesley.
I wouldn't be opposed to anybody going. I mean, they know
Okay.
the plan. They know the reason why.
I'm not going.
I'll go. I'll go.
Okay.
Because I want to ask. Well, to get to the bottom of this, we're going to need to know the names of the other people in contention. We already
Mhm.
know that Keats is in it, or he believes himself to be in it. Who else is involved?
Yeah, it's Captain Keats. It was Captain Hayes as well. He's recently passed. Captain Stone is still with us
Temporarily.
for the time being.
And if I may, is that all?
Oh, oops. I have Spalder highlighted. Sorry.
No.
Captain Swallow
Good job, Spalder.
Thanks, man.
on the list.
Was Cadlish a captain?
He was, yeah. Yeah, I mean, in the shackles, pretty much everybody that runs anything is the captain of a ship. If you don't have your own ship, you're kind of nobody.
That was a shit captain if I could sneak up on him and snap his neck like that.
Right.
And he didn't even have any bodyguard or
I
minimum.
mean, that's
there's-
probably why they wanted him taken out.
It's a shitty captain if I could kill that guy off screen.
It's just a roll. Actually, I didn't even have to roll.
He didn't have to roll for the, you use
It
hero
was a
point.
high roll.
Yeah,
You did
DC
well.
24.
So basically, we just got 2 living people left.
Yeah. Well, Keats, Stone, and
Wesley.
now Wesley.
Yeah.
If I may,
And
With the 25, he does say, like your style, Captain. Steel
Oh.
arrow. There's some steel in that arrow, I think.
I've been blessed with certain gifts, and
okay.
I do like to
Blessed
use
and
them.
gifted,
And gifted,
truly.
but not talented.
Oh, okay.
Better lucky than good, I always say.
Yeah. If I may be so bold as to inquire, the current captain of Mezdrubal, I believe, Captain Longbeard.
Yes.
What was his transgression? Why is he being replaced?
I believe he's been shorting me on his tribute.
No honor among compatriots.
And pirates.
Compirate.
How delicately put. You may have a bright future indeed, Captain Wesley, if you can survive baiting this trap. I tell you what, if you can find and prove who's behind these killings and deal with them, either by capturing them or killing them, but like I said, with proof, Mezdrubal and the governorship thereof will be yours.
Thank you. I just hope it's not you.
You say that to him?
Yeah. You know, obviously it's a joke, but you know,
we all
is it
awkwardly
really?
laugh.
Yeah.
Looking around.
I'm gonna give Wesley the slide eye.
I know, right?
Which one?
The
No,
red
Oh.
one. The red one. The red one.
It's a red eye flight.
as
Red
you
eye
see Wesley shaking hands with Captain Arronax over this deal, you do hear the voice again. A deal's a deal, Taven. A deal's a deal. Deal's a deal.
Deal's the deal. You have to honor the deal.
What are you talking about, Devil?
Oh, it's nothing. It's something I remember getting ingrained in me when I was younger.
Ingrained in you? Like a tattoo?
No, ingrained. Beaten into.
Abused?
Forced down the throat.
Definitely abused.
Definitely abused. Yeah.
Anyways, so you guys, anything else to ask or say to Captain Arronax?
No, not anything I can think of off the top of my head.
When is the election or whatever it's called? When is the?
Well, there's nothing official. I've been waiting for the right time, and so far it hasn't happened. I'll know it when it happens.
Does Longbeard know
course.
this?
No, Longbeard doesn't know. I trust you'll be circumspect.
He won't hear it from us.
He's not going to hear shit.
Because Head doesn't even talk.
that dog. Yeah.
The
So
silent
basically-
killer.
Yeah.
Very well.
I think we got what we needed.
He bids you good day.
I said good day.
He said good day.
It's basically all we got to do is let He kill the guy, and then see who he gets the contract for next. Either a contract to kill Keith or a contract to kill Stone.
Well, the problem is,
So real quick, when the door closes, he hears a muffled acting.
Acting Thespian Wesley.
A muffled from the other side of the door.
thank you, Bromir. Thank you. Your service is to be
It's
commended.
getting harder by the day.
I understand.
Captain Arronax is like, one of them has Tourette's.
Maybe two of them. Deal's the deal.
And I'm gonna kind of grab both of them and start shuffling us down the corridor. We need to get out of here.
You guys make your way out of the manor house and out of the grounds. Where to?
Let's see.
Well, I mean,
Well, we need to go.
it's probably going to take.
Miserable.
Yeah, it's probably going to take a day or so for word to get around that there's a new name in the hat.
Well,
So
Head has a timeline of a week.
right,
Actually, before a week, really.
but he's wanting to go scout, right?
yeah, and
Go
we
check
were
the
also
guy
gonna
out.
check that out too.
We can do that. I think if we do that, take a day or two to do that. By the time we get back, that should give us plenty of time to set a
Go
trap.
back down there again to kill him.
Yeah,
I mean,
I mean,
if you
it's
go
a-
down there and come back and then go down there, that's 3 days of traveling.
Travel.
So, that does give you 4-ish days of extra leeway to, do whatever within the 7-day window.
If you do not feel comfortable, you could stay here in Mezdrubal, and if you do need things, we could go to your contact for you.
I think I would like to have nearby if there is going to be an attempt.
I mean, I do agree too, but I'd also think that He, for his own benefit, might not need to be directly associated with us.
Yeah,
For
because
now.
That's a good
if
point.
Heck could get the contract for you there, Captain.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you know for sure that is like anybody who's been in Hell Harbor knows that you guys are together. You know,
all
you come
together.
from the same ship.
Yeah.
One day
Return
it
to
might
the
even be
ship,
He
so-
Harbor.
Because apparently we have history here.
You have history somewhere.
I like
We're
the
known.
fact that the captain thought we were taking over Vishnu instead of
Raising
raised
it.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Unless that's what he meant by what we did.
No, because he was talking.
Yeah.
Apparently, I'm
Made it
supposed to be
sound like we were
managing.
running Vishnu instead of just plowed it to the ground.
I mean, well, that's what I'm saying. Unless that was us raising it.
like,
And, yeah,
Start
that was
over
what we-
from the beginning.
Unless,
Yeah, right.
unless some of the rumors that we heard about the raising were wrong.
It was a different kind of raising. Raising
Yeah,
is
we went down
raising,
there, built
yeah.
it
We're
up.
raising cattle.
Yeah. Yeah.
Crops.
Raising.
They were
Families.
Raising
We
families.
elevated
We-
Vishnu. It's no
we-
longer just slums. It's
we
new
California
Vishnu.
raisined it.
A Vishnu.
Yeah.
I think
There's your
going down
slogan.
scouting, coming back, getting supplies, going down there.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe a
Okay,
couple
great.
days back here at Hell Harbor to see if we can bait a would-be assassin.
Yeah.
Would be assassin.
Yeah, I mean, if you get taken out by
Or-
a would-be, I'm going to be pretty sad.
or
Okay. A would-be
Okay.
assassin.
we're
A
not
would-be
supposed to.
It'll be all the
assassin.
buzz around the
Oh,
forest.
come on,
So-
guys.
Heck, how about this?
I got you.
Because we're no, that's not gonna work. Never mind. Sorry. I was thinking like we go down and we tell the good captain that he needs to disappear for about a week. Nobody sees him. Nobody knows he's alive. Then Hack goes back and reports that he killed him, gets paid for it, and we see what happens.
How are we gonna get this guy to just trust us?
Yeah, and which good captain are you talking about? You talking
Like-
about?
Like
Good
Long-
Captain
Longbeard?
Wenceslas.
long beard.
Oh.
No, we don't care about him. I don't care if you kill him or not.
Oh.
Yeah.
He's
It's just
competition.
Well, I get that he's competition, but at the same time, we don't know how much of a network will know if we're involved in Longbeard's death or not.
Well, we can go down there and find out.
Yeah.
Yeah, this and we don't know what kind of reputation he has, how powerful he is, like on
Yeah,
a
we do.
personal level.
We know
Um,
somewhat. We've done that research already.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not as big of a pirate as Keats.
That doesn't mean he's not strong.
Reputable leader. It doesn't,
You
but
know.
you said reputation.
I say, well, anyway, yes, you're
Yeah, I
correct.
mean, you would have gathered, I think, that Longbeard is a competent fighter, but he is probably definitely not. Keats is definitely a step above.
And we might get lucky. We might run into a ship out on the open water.
His ship just might have holes in it for some reason. Who knows?
Yeah.
do we
From your
do we
cannons.
do we know the name of the ship? What kind it is? That's probably what we need to find out as
The
well.
black boat. Or the longboat.
Let's see. Oops.
It should be called the goatee, because if he's a long beard.
Right?
Guilty, yeah.
Bum, 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 bum.
And depending on how big his crew is, perhaps, maybe we take some of his crew out little bit by little bit. If need be.
Crew probably won't be a problem. Officers, we need to find out about the officers. I would think.
Sorry, what was that?
We were talking about needing to know officers, how many people are part of the crew, how many officers, what kind of officers, that kind of thing.
Oh, on what's his name? Longbeard ship?
Longbeard
Yeah,
ship.
and whatever the name of the ship is, too.
The ship
Love
is
that.
the Watchman.
The Watchman.
Longbeard's ship.
Do we
Yeah,
know what
but-
kind of colors that is?
What colors he flies, you mean?
Yeah.
Black and
Um,
white.
Black.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yellow and
okay.
Yellow and
Black
black.
and yellow,
There's a
black
com-
and
there's-
yellow. Black and
There's a comedian. There's the owl. There's
Mhm.
Or does he sell
The
red
Watchman.
flags?
Oh, the Watchman.
Yeah.
The Watchman.
Okay.
It is the Watchman is like it's in between like a flute. It's like basically a heavy duty flute.
Okay.
It's like your ship, but as if it were outfitted for war.
Did you just say upgrade?
Maybe. It does, it has like more cannons, probably more, armor.
Oh baby.
But as a governor, he's his ship doesn't always sail. It just depends on what he's doing. But usually the free captains, they're not super tied down. They try to get out on the water every so often.
That would be best case. That would be
Yeah.
best case, I think.
You think the sea?
So you guys are going to Mezdrubal? Is that right?
Yeah, let's sail.
Okay.
We'll haze gray and underway, baby.
Somebody give me a 2d6.
Oh, here we go.
who's doing it this time? Do it.
What are we doing?
2d6.
It'll be a 7.
8.
8.
Mm.
The second most likely number, alongside 6. Okay.
Ooh.
It is smooth sailing to Mezdrubal. You get there in less than a full day.
Oh, nice.
You do not encounter the Watchman on your journey.
So should we also start counting the days since we need to have
Yeah.
back?
6 days left. Excuse me. So,
Is the Watchman in port?
yeah, I'd say, it would be trivial for you to find out. It is in port. You just, once you dock, you walk up and down and you do spot a ship named the Watchman.
That is beneficial.
As I'm walking up and down the docks, do any symbols jump out at me that indicate the Firebrand's presence of the Canaries?
Give me are you trained in society?
I believe that I might be.
I believe.
Not trained in society.
Oh, no.
Oh,
Hmm.
oh, you hate to see it. Give me a perception check.
Watch it be on the dockman's door.
Oh,
Ooh.
Hey, there you go. There is deeper into town. You have to go a few streets back, but there is a canary marking on, like, a very small shop. It's like a general goods store. They sell like needles, some cloth, that kind of stuff, pots and pans.
I'm gonna turn to Wesley and say, I need some money, Captain, and anywhere from 5 to 10 gold, probably.
I'm starting to wonder if he has an addiction.
Have you mentioned your interest in the Firebrands to anybody?
Other than the one time I stood up and said, "Am I not a Firebrand?" I haven't really said anything else, and I think y'all heard Agno reply back to me. "Oh yes, you are."
Okay.
I haven't really, but my information's been good so far.
I don't think that Bromir would know what that is.
GM,
Yo,
I have a feat.
I hope you
Oh.
have too.
Well,
two.
yeah, they're at the end of my legs.
God damn it.
But I have
At the end of your ankles, sir.
I have a feat.
Schooled in secrets.
Scold.
I notice signs and symbols that members of mystery cults. Would this be considered a mystery cult, the Firebrands?
It would be a secret society for sure.
Yeah. Do I happen to catch the canary symbol while he's talking?
Give me an occultism check.
Big if.
True. Small if.
False.
Nice.
Medium if.
These nuts. 20. I'm gonna say that's not quite enough.
Okay.
I think you narrow it down to like it's got to be a marking somewhere on the outside of the building that he saw somehow, but you're just not able to spot what exactly it is right now.
Okay. But something just kind of screams secret society about the building, maybe.
Probably the way that he goes about
Yeah.
looking for it, and then somehow just is like, that's it, and goes in. You can kind of tell he found something
Okay.
that looked right.
Right. Okay,
But not
Taven.
what it was.
Because I probably would have remembered.
You give him that.
Yeah, I'll give him.
Give him the cash money.
I'll give him the 10.
All right, wait here. I'll be back shortly. And
Make it profitable.
I'll try. I'll turn and go into the shop. Anybody else?
There's a very short gnome behind the counter who's like on a high chair to kind of elevate him up above the counter. And as you come in, he kind of waves a little hand and then climbs down, comes back out from around. How can I help you, sir?
Greetings, my good man. And I'm going to look around and make sure there's nobody else out there in the shop. Looking for a little information.
I don't. Yes, I'm always happy to help out. Do you need directions somewhere?
I need to know the names of and the location of Captain Longbeard and his known associates, and where they could be found right now.
That's an unusual request. We're just running a general store here, but if you need directions to somewhere in town, I can help. I know the town pretty well.
I think I'll make the sign of the mark on my forearm lightly so that he can see it.
Oh. Well, why didn't you just give the sign?
Because I didn't know. I couldn't remember if she gave me the sign or not.
Yeah, you just have to make a sound like a canary. Cuckoo.
Cool.
I feel like he's razzing the balls.
Yeah. Chirp, chirp, my good.
Oh, yes, of course. Chirp, chirp.
The chirp is acceptable.
Yeah.
No, no, it's I thought a putty tat.
I thought I saw putty tat. I am the putty tat.
Exactly.
Yes, I suppose I could help out with something like that. But you said you want to know where he is?
I need to know where he is, where he's most likely at right at this moment, and what are the names of his lieutenants?
Well, I suppose he's probably in the governor's house, where he lives, most likely. But as for his lieutenants, his first mate, Jack Smith
Oh, I was really hoping
of the
it was gonna be
Drenchford
Meehoff.
Smiths, and his second mate, Dylan Smith. They're brothers.
I'm getting this message from the Wayward Son.
And
the
there'd be,
transport Smiths.
and they'd be in the manor.
They don't live there, but they are often there in the daytime and in the evening sometimes.
Good. And that's primarily his main, most trusted crew, you would think?
Yes.
Great.
What business do you have with Longbeard, if I might ask?
You don't want to know.
Okay. Well,
And,
is there anything else you needed? I suppose that's small enough information. I don't need payment, but what's your name?
You can call me Tovum. Tovumala.
Oh, Tovamala.
Ilop.
Ilop. Tovamala Ilop?
Tovum. Ilop.
Tovum. Ilop. Ilop?
Close enough. Ilop. Close enough, my good man. Close enough.
Ilop.
Ilop?
No, Ilop. And
We
I think that would fall. I think that would fall under basic services. So I'd probably just give him 2 gold anyway.
Oh,
And
thank you. Very kind.
And thank him for his time and effort. And head back outside.
If you need needle and thread, stop in anytime.
Pots and pans.
Pots,
Needle
pans.
Needle and thread. I may come back and talk to you about something I've been thinking about, clothing wise.
Oh, okay. I'm not much of a seamster, but
As it would seem.
Yeah, but I mean, you might be able to gather the materials for me, seeing how
Maybe.
you have all the needles and threads.
yes, we do have quite an influx of fine clothing here because of Longbeard's taste.
Because of Longbeard's face taste, yes, I have heard of his taste. Excellent. Thank you, my good sir.
You're welcome.
I'll turn and walk back out. I'll give Wesley back his what's left of his 8 gold, and tell him most likely he's in the manor. He has 2 lieutenants that are smiths of you've guessed it, the Dritchport smiths, Jack and Dylan, and they may or may not be there. And the manor is the center of town, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, you know where it's. Yeah, but like inland, basically.
Inland towards the center of town.
All right, let's take a leisurely stroll around the center of town and maybe do a circumvent of the governor's palace.
Okay.
Eyeballing it for later. Kind of taking in what you think, what you hope to.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we got to do our research.
Oh yeah, we got to do our research too.
Okay. I guess give me a quick perception or survival check or a thievery check to scope the place. Anybody can.
Here's some thievery. I don't know how to steal a damn thing.
You said
apparently.
perception, survival, thievery.
Maybe.
You said
Perception.
perception check.
Perception.
Oh!
Nice.
There you go.
That's like our first 20 of the night, isn't it?
Yeah, I think
Maybe
Yeah.
like 2
Crazy.
nights.
We've rolled a lot of dice with no 20s.
Yeah.
I think they've all had 20s on the dice.
Have you implemented some sort of cursed dice where we only get 1 through 19?
I didn't. Except for Dom, just 1 through 4.
1 through 4 for Dom.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Wesley, the manor, it's much more modest than what Captain Arronax has. Obviously, this town is much smaller. The governor's mansion is just like a 2-story affair. Maybe between 2,000-3,000 square feet, which is still very lavish for this kind of town, for a town of this size. It is well built, richly appointed. You can see windows on the ground floor, on the second floor. there are lights inside, like from torches or fireplaces or candles, that kind of thing. It's fairly well lit in a number of different rooms. And we'll say this is evening time. That's what I'm imagining. It's dark out. As far as access, I mean, there's a couple of places that look like you could probably climb up to a second floor. I mean, the windows themselves are not, there's nothing protecting them other than if they're maybe have a simple metal lock on them or something like that from the inside.
Is it walled or gated?
It's
Or
not.
walled or...
No. Just open to the rest of the town.
You could just walk up to the front door and knock.
Hi, yes. We have a message from Arronax. For Captain Longbeard's eyes, ears only.
It's an option.
That's a possibility.
It's a possibility.
I mean, this is Hez assassination, so how does Hez want to handle it? Is what I'm thinking.
Yeah, that's a good point.
We assume there's going to be minimum 3 people.
Well, they may not be there. The first mate and the second mate aren't necessarily always there.
Okay.
It could be. I mean, I guess he probably would have said that there are servants in the house.
Yeah.
All day. But yeah, I mean, there's not necessarily a dedicated guard staff or anything like that.
Well, I have a couple of ideas.
Okay.
We might even be actually able to find this stuff here. Well, maybe not.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking, Pinky?
Go up to the door and be like, "Have you heard of our Lord and Savior, Lamash 2?"
Yeah, but I don't know how we're gonna get a catapult behind his manor.
That's actually pretty good.
It's, Pinky at the brain.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Same thing we do every night.
Yeah.
Take over the shack.
I don't know. I was thinking some lethargy potions. Sneak in it now. Where the fuck does this go?
I'm listening. I was just grabbing one of these guys.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I still had some in this. Lethargy potions?
Yeah.
Okay. You want to try to buy some?
I'm trying to think. How would I get that on him?
This is an injury poison, so it needs to be, like a cut or something like that.
See, I don't
Ingested?
cut people. Damn it.
This is not an ingestible poison. There are ingestible poisons, though. And there are contact poisons as well.
Is this a 2-story manor house?
It is, too, yeah.
I'm not worried about that. I'm worried about him screaming for help before I can do anything.
It'd just be more XP.
That's true. I jump up the window, y'all come. Y'all stand guard at the doors.
Maybe it's a little bit of defenestration. You just push them out the window.
We start banging on the door when the servant opens or whoever opens it. Quick, we gotta speak with Captain Longbeard. We heard there's going to be an attempt on his life tonight.
Yes.
Oh
That's
my
exactly
god!
what we should do.
Wow.
Oh my god!
As soon as Hag gets up to the window, we start banging on the.
Hero point.
We were sent by Arronax and Endymion.
I mean, sounds pretty foolproof to me.
I like it.
Yeah. I like it. Let's go for it.
Okay, so is going to come up to like a window or something, right? And then you guys are going to go to the front door. That's the plan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. So with a crit perception check, I'm going to say, Wesley, you are able to identify the master bedroom is on the first floor, and you can like tell from the way the room is decorated that you're like, this is, I guarantee you this is the master bedroom for sure.
On the bottom floor.
So you're pretty sure that you know which room he sleeps in. It is nighttime. It's not terribly late, so it's possible he may not be in his bedroom yet. Obviously, when you get up to the window, you can potentially look in and maybe get more information, but just to kind of set the scene, that's what you guys know right now.
I'm assuming we don't see any guards patrolling or anything like that.
So if we wait a couple hours, let Hag go in, do his business, come out, and then we run up to the door, and we get here just in time to find out that the assassins are already scared. And we're beyond reproach because we're the ones bringing the message that he's going to be assassinated.
These are all assuming that I get in, can assassinate him, and get back out.
Right. My concern is that he's going to be more than Heck can handle on his own.
Yeah.
If it's on the first floor, we can have a backup individual there. Signal the rest of us if we need to come in or not.
Like with the bird call? Cuckoo!
That's
Cuckoo! As a canary.
Caw, caw.
perhaps.
Look up here! Look up here! Look up here! Look up here!
I'm assuming you're quite stealthy. Are you able to hide well? I know you're quiet, but can you hide? Can you remain unseen? Yeah.
I'm not the worst, but I'm okay. Especially for a big orc. I think I'm pretty good.
It's pretty light on my feet for an orc.
Yeah.
Perhaps
He can put a lampshade over his head and pretend like he's a lamp.
Wow.
Perhaps if you could get into the room and find a place to hide, and then we go with our plan to get in the front door and hopefully convince the butler, whoever, to take us to Endymion's room, or to Longbeard's room. And once we get in, we can shut the door under the pretense of security, of course, and then take care of business.
All right, tell me who is going where. If I understand right, it has the only person going up to the manor window, right?
Correct.
Okay. Give me a
Unless
stealth
anybody
check.
else wants to try that as well.
Yeah, is anybody going with her?
I think more than one person could be risky. I could go up to the window and watch.
Jump in if
And
necessary.
jump in if necessary.
Okay. I mean, it's up to you.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
I'll try to be stealthy as well. I am loud as fuck. I should not even be playing tonight.
Well, let's do it.
If
My
only
stealth's
we
first.
didn't use those hero points on.
I know,
Oh.
right?
On downtime.
Downtime of all things.
That's not bad stealth.
Yeah.
Hopefully the window pane will keep him from hearing us move outside.
Look outside! Look outside!
So everybody else is going to the front, right?
Yeah. Give them about maybe 10 minutes to get into position.
Okay. All right. So,
Foolproof.
Yeah.
can't imagine
Unless I hear... Yeah.
going wrong.
Yeah, no.
Of
I mean, it's a shadow run. Of course it's going to go south.
course. You open the window. It was kind of like just latched, but it's not very secure, and you can just kind of slide like a dagger or any kind of slim metal blade in between the two panes and just kind of push that latch out easily enough, and you pull the window open. It doesn't creak as you do so, and you kind of like look inside. It's a little bit darker in here in the bedroom. There's only like one candle going, and it's very low. Like maybe somebody set it here a while ago and never blew it out. Do you have dark vision, by the way?
I do have dark vision.
Okay.
So do
So
I.
as you look around the room, you can make out a form sitting at the desk, and it's just kind of like seems to be maybe almost meditating or something like that. He's just sitting there, like kind of weirdly still, but you do see his chest rising and falling. He is breathing.
Fucking mugs.
Or an elf.
Longbeard is human. You would know that.
Oh, Longbeard's human. Okay.
We say barbarians got buffed, right?
Yeah.
Not their stealth.
Do I go in?
Or I mean,
Well, let's see.
Need the signal, and I'll.
I have a question about this Quicksilver mutagen.
Okay.
The drawback says I take damage equal to twice my level. What does that mean?
Just your character level. So you're level 4, so you take 8 damage.
Oh, okay. So when I take it, I immediately take 8 damage.
When you drink it, you take 8 points of damage,
okay.
and you can't heal it like until it wears off or something, right?
Yeah.
And what's the benefit of it?
Gives them
I
stealth.
get
And,
+2 to stealth, thievery, and reflex, and
Oh
dex
yeah.
based.
and acrobatics.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You should have been
so-
handing those guys out. Damn.
That sounds worth it.
Well, that was part of his payment for taking
Yeah.
on the hardest job. You know.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
The one that he didn't tell anybody about until like later.
So
it
are
just
you
kind of happened. It fell in my lap. I was like,
Well,
yeah.
are
I
you drinking one of
understand
those? It does also give you a +10 status bonus to move speed, which is pretty.
Yep. Yep.
Big if.
I think.
True.
I think I am.
Gonna put a drank on it.
Purple drink.
Okay. Purple drank.
I'm
So I'm
attacked.
gonna say, just for the given the looseness of the situation, that your Quicksilver mutagen will apply to your previous stealth check. So I was gonna bump it to a 20.
Okay.
Kind of assuming this is all sort of
Yeah.
happening together.
Do you give one to Taven?
Do you give one to Taven?
Does. Yeah, sure. Why not? Year's right here with me.
All right, then I will take one as well, and that should at least get me to a 15. So hopefully I didn't fuck it up too bad.
You're at a 15.
How
all
do
right.
I use that? I can't.
Oh,
give
just
myself-
drag that
the effect.
effect.
Yeah.
drag. That didn't work.
Yeah. If you open up the Quicksilver mutagen description, you should be
Yeah,
able to
you see the
drag the
effect.
effect. Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
And yeah,
I
it did
don't
the 8 damage automatically. Cool.
Perfect.
Well, you just
Why did it
you
do
just
it again?
took 2 of them.
Well, you
Oh,
got
because you
way.
dragged the second effect.
Yeah. There you go.
Okay.
Just regain 8 HP because you still have
Yeah.
the dissing. Should be 62.
Watch him not be able to gain the hit points because of that effect.
It actually does track it, but since he took the second one off, they let him. That's pretty cool.
Okay, and then I will subtract another mutagen.
Yes, you should be down to 2 now, I think,
2.
right?
Yep, I'm down to 2. Okay.
Okay.
So then I guess I will.
Get deep when the whistle beep. Get low when the whistle blow.
Yeah, I think. I don't know. What are we going to use? Athletics to try to jump on in?
I mean, if you want to try to sneak in, like the window, this is a first floor window, so you don't really, it's not hard to get in. I wouldn't even require a check to like get through the window. I think the only question is whether you do it quietly enough. Like at this point, you've gotten up to the window and you've not disturbed him. That's what your previous check is about. If you want to go through the window, I'd say you could roll another check.
While I'm down there with Wesley, I feel like this is taking a little bit longer than maybe 10 minutes. Kind of throwing off little hairs in the back of my neck. It's like, weren't we supposed to be just scouting the area first off anyway? Just in case there were traps or anything, or maybe some other knowledge?
Go ahead and roll stealth check to get in there.
I don't know. It just feels like
it feels off. No,
feels too easy, too impulsive. But
are you guys knocking on the door at this point, or are you waiting a little bit still?
I haven't.
You were going to give them a few minutes, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
At least
this point,
I'm thinking about 5. That's about 5 to get it. Hopefully to.
Yeah.
Well, 10 total. So I don't know. Yeah.
I mean, they've been thinking about it a lot, but in terms of like real actual time, it wouldn't have been very long yet.
Yeah.
So maybe like a couple, maybe 3 minutes total, probably.
2 minutes to window, minute to pop the latch.
19. Okay. You slide in to the building. Let's activate.
Oh, he's got a building ready to go. We've died.
Oh, beautiful.
We've died. So you can see yourself on the left side. Tavam, you're on the left side. Everybody else is at the front door at this point.
Okay.
As soon as you slide in, like your foot kind of scuffs the sill just barely. I'm gonna roll a check here just to see.
In all of the pieces.
Well, I guess you know what? I'll just roll it. Roll it publico. We'll treat 19 as his DC. Okay.
Abort. Abort.
So
he was aware all the time.
As soon as you get your foot in, those eyes snap open, and with your dark vision, you can see. And the GM starts an encounter. Now it's 11:30.
Be like, oh, sorry, wrong house.
You guys want to do this tonight, or do you want to wait? I'm down for whatever.
I can go.
This could be the loss of a character. It could be a long fight.
I don't think I'll be able to stay up this late.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I say we call it here and open up with the encounter next time.
Cool beans.
Well, at least the 4 of us can go back to the ship.
Hey, I'm not even close to the house yet. I can get out of there too.
He says confidently.
I wouldn't leave Hab behind unless he just gets annihilated real quick.
Right? Yeah.
It's just one of those eye-opening experiences that kind of just like make you think, "Oh God."
He hears this.
I am Batman.
Hears the scuff and is like, "I'm out of here."
Yep. Oh shit.
So since we're no, that's what my question. Since we're stopping at the start of an encounter, are we going to have experience for tonight?
Yeah, we'll do experience.
Oh baby.
124.
I'm thinking about 123.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I think that's a shitty idea.
I think 125 is so much better.
We did actually clear a lot of stuff tonight.
5 weeks worth. 6 weeks worth.
Let's see. Well, I mean, not just that.
And I'm still slightly awake.
Holy shit!
I'm gonna add 5 experience for Tucker. Still
Oh
being
my
here.
god! What a man! What a bro!
So you guys are going to get 205 experience for the
Oh,
session.
According to Wesley.
Nice.
So yeah, just go ahead and level up.
Yes.
So we'll have 80 over.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Oh, big.
Hot stuff, my dudes.
Oh,
I'm going to need all of that HP I just got.
Oh, baby.
I think you guys are going to be fine. You know,
when the GM says, I think. No.
It stinks is I could have used this level beforehand because I was going to raise my stealth up.
Oh,
yeah. To expert or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Meh.
Eh. Eh.
It'll make it interesting.
You got 100 victories, Tattoo.
On the bright side, we get hero points back next session. So,
that's big. Yeah, that'll be big.
Use all of them.
Yeah, that's why. That's the real reason we're waiting.
100 victories is pretty hot, Luke.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
That's like me getting away kind of hot if necessary.
Yeah. Did anybody else buy anything super cool you wanted to share?
I bought the aberration boots. No, arboreal boots.
Arboreal
boots. You can wear them now because they're what level? Aren't they level 6?
+1 item bonus to acrobatics and allow you to ignore diff turf from plants and fungi. Very nice. Yeah, in PF2, the level does, like, you can wear gear that's over leveled. It's more about access and price, basically.
From the city, right?
Yeah, so you know, if you like get a level 10 item tomorrow, you could use it. There's nothing stopping you. So, you know, as the GM, I'm just not supposed to let you have that kind of stuff. But who cares?
Oh, and we get to go up.
I wonder why my AC didn't go up to 23, and it shows that it should be at 23 on Path Builder.
Did you invest your potency rune if you picked up an armor potency rune?
Invest your armor.
Everything's been invested.
Look to that little diamond toggle investment.
Let me see.
I'm assuming you did pick up an armor potency rune.
Oh, armor potency?
I didn't have armor.
I picked up an armor potency.
Oh, nice pote.
I don't think Path Builder knows I have one either.
Yeah, and I did invest in it.
And
if you hover over the... Oh, well, no, if you click modifiers, then it tells you that you have a 3 from Dex and a 9 from Proficiency for a total of 22.
Oh, so it should have 22, not 23?
I think that's right. I mean, I think it would only be 23 if you had like an armor potency rune.
Oh wait, did I not set my skill abilities for level 5? That's what.
Skills won't change your AC though.
Oh, boo! That sucks.
What did you do, B Will?
Well, I bought those arboreal boots, right? But the Quicksilver mutagen overwrites it.
Oh yeah.
They're both item bonuses.
Yep, both item bonuses.
The moderate has a +2 though, so I mean it's just
oh yeah,
better.
yeah, it's better. It's definitely
for the moment.
better. For the moment, yeah.
Did we leveled up?
Yeah.
You did hit level 5.
80
if
over.
true.
If true, yeah.
All right, I got it.
Is this a dream?
All right, Nighty-o,
Good night,
see you, man.
Good night, y'all.
Good night, dude.
Have we stopped the recording?
No, not
Thanks
yet.
for stopping by, everybody.
Goodbye.
We'll be
Oh,
stopping the
sorry.
recording
It's
in
off.
3, 2, 1.
Nighty-o.